Oh my god.
Right?
It's Fangame Marathon time again. Can you believe it?
I can. I can believe it. Can you guys believe it?
How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. It's that time of year again, where we attempt to use live split and it crashes right in the middle.
That is the best time of year, Wolsk.
Well, we've got a lot of runs. Lots of runs. Over 80 hours of runs, which is not as many as last year, because we didn't want to die from overexertion. But that's a lot of runs. And I'm here with Cake, sitting in the same room as me, again, in my house.
It's a nice place to be and the right time to be here. So let's freaking get this.
And I hope you are all ready for another exciting year of Fangame Marathon fun times. All right, let's drop this audio real quick and get going. G, what's G? Oh, here we go.
Here we
All
go.
right. So let's go grab Cosmoing and Nal, and they're going to be starting us off for the first run of the marathon. I want a classic hard mode versus medium mode. It's the David and Goliath this year that we didn't end up having as a special event. So, Nal's going to be on hard, Cosmoing's going to be on medium, and they are going to be racing up to boss rush. And it's going to be a real pog of a run, as they say.
That's one of my favorite sayings.
All right, let's go grab them.
Let's
We'll be
do
back
it.
in just a second, yo.
Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back.
A new version of Java is being installed. Let's not do that.
Yeah, you know what this is the best time for? Updates.
Yes.
Are both of you guys live right now?
I should probably go live.
Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, I've been live for a little bit. So you can at least see
Okay,
mine.
so I think do I have now on stream A right now? Is that right?
Yes, I'm going to stream A.
Stream B.
I just started on
You want to do that one
started on
pause?
stream B. So like 15 seconds from now.
Well, you're not audible yet.
Wait, we are?
And now you are audible.
Oh, now we are
Oh,
on.
there we go.
Cool.
You should
Alright.
be. In
Now,
theory.
my whole thing that I definitely said for sure for like 15-second intro definitely came through while I wasn't audible. That was definitely a thing that happened.
Don't mind me, I'm just killing dudes on the title screen. Just all of the dudes.
I'm not.
Okay.
Well, feel free to say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Time.
What now said?
Currently.
Alright, I gotta speak louder. What now said?
Alright, cool. I got to killing trees. Okay, I think I'm good on the title screen now.
Let's go, as they say.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Alright.
Hold on. Yep. Guess I'm ready when you are. Only slightly nervous.
Hopefully everything's nice and balanced.
FPS 50, that's what I wanted.
Yeah. Hopefully the sound's all good as well. It's not too loud, whatever.
Alright. Well. Do you want me to count down or do you want to count? I'll count it down.
Yeah,
Let's go.
you should count this down.
A third party.
Alright. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck! Fangame.
Yay!
Good luck, guys.
So, Cosmo, as we both know, I don't shut the hell up, so do you want to explain what this run's going to be about?
Alright, first off, don't say swears. I'm just kidding. Hi, this is my one chance to speak for the entirety of this run. So, we are playing I Want a Classic. This is a game that came out in 2012?
March 2014.
Alright, you know, that's close enough.
Basically 2012, it's the same time, really.
Very, very close. So this is a pretty big fan game with a ton of content. First up is the tutorial area that we all have to go through before we can actually do anything. And considering I'm already at the end, now it's probably at the end too.
I just killed the cherries. I messed up the F jump a few times.
Wow, I can't believe that. But I'm on the first boss. Make Cosmo louder. That just means I need to talk louder, actually. So let me bring the mic a little closer to my mouth. And talk like this, a little louder, because Nal is just loud. That's how he is.
Yeah, I'm just naturally loud. It's what I do.
So this game, you can actually kind of complete it in a very short amount of time, in 3 areas only. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to go to Boss Rush. Boss Rush is kind of the midpoint of the game, I would say. It only opens up when you've completed every single area. And that means 11 different areas?
Yeah, there's 11 different areas. There's
Alright,
10 in the
perfect.
main area that you get, and then the final one that we're going to do, because ending on the credits seems like a good idea.
And I died.
Now, people are saying that the game volume is too loud.
Yeah, I'm turning it down in game at the moment. Hopefully it's better now.
Okay.
If that's still, well, I'm assuming you're using Nal's audio.
Yeah. It sounded a bit loud on my end as well, but I wasn't sure. So, yeah.
Completing all 11 areas will open up the boss rush, which is just the only goal of the game. But this game actually has more than that, which you won't see in this one, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. There's secrets in each area. We're not getting those. After that, there's a whole extra stage. We're not doing that.
Nope.
And then there's a little bit more, and a final avoidance. Not happening.
Nah, screw that.
We're just sticking to the basics here. Otherwise, this run would just be really long and extremely hard.
Yeah,
But-
the all clear run that I have basically doubles the length of time compared to Boss Rush. You can keep
So-
talking. That's fine.
Alright. I'm talking. So, I just beat the tutorial area. You're probably already out of there because I died to the boss.
Oh, I died to the boss as well, but I died early, so it was fine.
Alright, so we're probably pretty much even. So, there's 2 areas that you have to beat before you can... Well, I don't know. Do you have to beat the classic area before you can get to the secret areas?
Nope, you can go literally anywhere after you finish the tutorial.
Alright, I never actually tested that out. But, we're both pretty much using the same route here, I think. So we're both going to go to the same areas at the same time, and we're going in the closest to the starting point of the hub to the furthest from the starting point of the hub, pretty much.
Yeah.
So now the game pretty much opens up. You have 10 different areas you can go to. This is the only obvious area and the only area required to actually go beat the game. After you do this in tutorial, you can go to the final area and,
Yep.
you know, beat the game.
Oh
but
yeah,
not
one thing I
really.
just want to point out before.
Go.
Yeah, I hope that should clear things up, I hope.
Did you, like, die?
What?
I actually could not hear you for like 10 seconds.
Ah, weird. I think it's okay.
Alright.
I hit that one section in the classic area.
Oh. Right.
You know which one.
Oh, fucking... I mean, I didn't say that. Alright, so now it's like 20 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I wasn't trying to make you feel bad or anything.
Oops.
So
I'm
yeah,
already getting 'em.
to explain a bit of the background behind the actual run itself then, so Cosmo has quite a bit of time in this game, and I have what we call somewhere between a lot of time and way too damn much time in this game. So to try to even things up a little bit, Cosmo's playing on medium difficulty, the difficulty we normally do to boss rush percent on, or just the game in general, because that has the most saves, and that's how speedruns are normally done. And I am playing on medium, on hard even. The only difference is there are less saves, which means all my saves are going to be way longer than I'm used to, and I actually don't entirely know which saves are still going to exist. It changes nothing to the difficulty otherwise.
It's about 40% of the saves that you would normally have, I'd say.
Really, not half. Oh.
I mean, it's half, but with a tendency on removing more saves and keeping more saves.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the difference between that is solely just to try to make things a little bit more fair between us, because if we played on the same difficulty, I've got a bit more experience due to liking the game a little bit. So, as the sole person to finish this game on 100%, meaning beating all the areas without any saves individually, I may have played this game a little bit too much, so...
Just a tad.
Yeah, just a tad. Just a little bit. Not too much, though.
That was close.
So yeah,
This is probably gonna be loud.
I'm going to be coming up to the boss of this area as well. The song's pretty memorable, so if you know the words, feel free to sing along with it.
Oh man, that's gonna be good.
Dude, I always think of the last one before it comes, and it always makes me laugh. I don't know how many hours I've got in this game, it still makes me laugh. I feel like I need to turn it down a bit more. The deep one every time.
It is a thing of art. I'm
It's
coming
great.
upon it, but my audio is not coming through. So, chat, can you give me some audio?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that would help a lot. Yeah, it's pretty hard to play that boss if you don't know what's going on, so... I'm assuming we're going to Portal immediately after, right?
So I actually can't hear you at all over all these yes.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Damn it. Dude, the Portal route is actually genuinely hard to enter. It's like one of the hardest things in the main hub room.
Getting the portal? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
impossible. That is actually the one save that I will never be good at.
Yeah, no, I'm still not good at it either. Like, you got the landing to the invisible blocks, then you got the fire spike jump, and then for some reason the diagonals afterwards are also really difficult, and I don't know why. Ah, damn it.
Let me get it first try, hold on.
Yeah, I was really struggling with this on my run earlier.
I didn't do it.
Ah, that's fine, I'm still on it, so you got time to catch up. And by that I mean get ahead.
I have caught up, however, I am not ahead.
Yeah, we're both going to be stuck on this for a little bit of time. It's almost like the save is difficult or something.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah. But yeah, to explain differences between medium and hard again, Portal area is actually one of the areas that I personally am a bit worried about on hard mode, because the area itself, and the sound bugged out, good. The area itself is one where you pretty much only have one save per screen. So on hard mode, it removes a save from every other screen, which is a bit of an issue, because it means you got some very long sections to deal with, and dude, this save is destroying me. I cannot handle it for some reason.
It's okay, I'm not past it either yet.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my, I can't even do the quint.
We're terrible at this, dude. Yeah, I can't do the fire spike jump at all. I've got to it quite a few times, I just cannot handle it. Why? Dude, jump in time! Do the thing!
Hold on, hold on. Oh,
Oh,
I'm out.
tap the button, damn it. Hey, there we go. Jeez.
Okay, we're both in.
Well, I mean, I've got to actually enter the portal. I'm taking the save first. I don't know where my next save is going to be, so I'm actually going to take this one.
That is not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that, because I don't need to.
Yep, because you're playing on medium and keep all your saves. Yeah, there's no save on the next screen for me. I'm not even surprised. So yeah, welcome to one of the best songs in this game, obviously, and definitely not ambient noise.
It's the Portal song from the Portal game.
Yeah.
You know, that game.
So
And this gimmick is just like the Portal game.
yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You have a portal, you have another portal. You can move between the two portals. You link them by placing them on certain blocks. You can also cheese certain parts of this area by just using 360 degrees of movement to be able to place portals way earlier than you probably should be able to. So that is probably the main thing we're going to be seeing in this place. There's a lot of screens where you're supposed to land on a button or put a block on a button and then you place the portal from there. However, on the second screen, for example, you just don't. Because why would you need to do that? Why would you want to play the game? You know?
I've never played a game before.
Yeah, same. I just prefer skipping everything. It seems like a better plan to me.
We're probably gonna end up on like a speedrunner's hell account or something. Or saying that.
Hold on. Play a little safe at the end. I am dreading the ending of this, dude. The end of Portal is such a choke fest for me.
The two hardest screens in this area are right at the end.
Yeah.
And now it has to do them all in one go.
Yay! Why did I decide to do this again?
That's a good question. I can do them with a save in between. I will still probably die a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah, the last screen is one of those screens I pretty much always die on at least once. Hey, this is the screen that I have a strat on that I haven't been able to talk Cosmo about yet, so whoops.
Alright, live do it to me right now, as I completely mess up and put the block on the wall.
Well, it's too late, it's already over, so it's pretty short.
Alright, well, there it goes.
It's the one right after the one where you have to enter the fake entrance, the invisible entrance.
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
Okay.
We're pretty much like synced up. Except probably not anymore because you have a strategy.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, okay? I meant to clip it and I forgot. In the meanwhile, I don't have a save on the next screen, so I gotta deal with that.
Alright, please die.
Please don't. I'd like to not die, that would be great. Dying is bad.
Yeah, well, that's what you want, but that's not what I want.
Oh yeah, I forgot that generally when you're doing a race with somebody, it's based off what the other person in the race wants to happen.
That's how it goes.
Alright, hard section of the screen. I'm always worried about this top row here. I'm very glad I didn't die there.
I managed to die to that. That's impressive.
Yeah. Okay, place the portal. Don't mess it up at the end, please. I don't know why this screen always makes me worry.
It is a bit of a scary screen.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a save on it. That doesn't help. Okay, whew. Place you down there. So yeah, as you can see between the portals, just like in Portal, you keep your momentum as well. So this is the only area in the game where your fall speed isn't capped as far as I know, or if it is capped, it's way lower, way higher. You fall faster, you get the idea.
That would be how it works. I'm pretty sure it's the only area where I'm pretty sure it's capped, but it's like really, really high.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. Because you can still do some of the tricks where you just hug a wall and don't have to jump to get past spikes. But it's a bit different to normal. Oh god, I gotta do this and something else.
There.
Speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. Exactly!
I am not doing the skip on this screen.
No, I didn't either. The skip on
I
this...
tried it a couple times yesterday.
Yeah, it's really hard. So yeah, there is actually a skip for this screen to basically do it near immediately, where you get this platform at the end, this one directly below me, and you place it underneath this spike, like a ledge jump, and then you will just jump off the platform to the end. And as you can see, it saves like 20-30 seconds if you first try it, but it's also kind of hard. Okay, this screen's free, this is fine. So yeah, it's also a really hard strat, so neither of us do it, because neither of us are consistent at it. I'm going to play this screen extra safe, because I do not want to mess this up and do the other one again. You looks high, you over.
Alright, I'm pretty sure I put the platform at the right height so the block doesn't go through. Let's find out. It went through, I'm so upset.
Oh my god, what? How did you do that? I didn't know you could make it go
so...
through. No, I messed up on the free screen! Oh, that might be the first time I messed
I'm
up.
still on the screen with the skip.
Okay.
So if you put the platform at the perfect height, the block just kind of goes through it.
Really? Oh, I didn't know
that's-
about that.
I told you about that.
I mean, I'd seen it messed up on the later screen, but I didn't know it was this one too.
No, I'm still on the last screen because I just messed up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's my screen as well now, isn't it? Because I don't have a save.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, so you know when you're flying up on the far right-hand side on the screen afterwards?
You held left and didn't hold right.
No, I held left, and then for the first time in my life, I held right too early.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I've never managed that one before. Turns out nerves are a strong thing. Especially when it's long saves and nerves. They do not combine well.
I couldn't even do the screen normally because it always went through.
It
That's
always?
impressive.
Jesus. I didn't even know it was a thing.
It's pretty easy to put it at the wrong height. Like, if you just need to align it with the block, and it just... So usually I try to put it a little bit higher.
Ah, yes, I completely understand from that description of...
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know?
that height. Yeah.
The noise blocks make when they don't.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that.
Alright, so now we're even again.
No, I messed up the end of the screen.
Alright, now I'm ahead.
That thing's easy for me to mess up. I'm always worried about that too.
So you can see this beautiful cannon shot. That's not how you say cannon. This beautiful cannon shot again with the cube as I do this.
Ah, shame.
Do that.
If only I hadn't held right too early.
That's not the portal.
It's okay, I'll catch up in the next area because it has no hard mode.
That is true. Time travel is the only area in this game that is only doable on medium.
Yep.
Alright, I'm on Nal's final save for this area.
Oh god, really? Oh, I hate it being phrased like that. Oh no.
Just a little bit of fear.
Just a little bit. Dude, I died on this save. I died at the end of the next screen that I'm on, and I'm already scared.
It's okay, you'll first try this, let's be honest.
I hope so. The last screen's tough. That thing's long as hell.
The last screen is actually like 2 minutes long.
It really is. Like, there's bosses shorter than that screen.
Oh, that was close.
Okay, so easy screen again, which nobody ever messes up ever. Oh my god. So, like, the next screen for me, the one you're on, my last save. Okay, so my last save isn't too bad, thankfully, because there's a lot of strats for it. So I'm not too worried about that. It's just the one afterwards, and because there's such a long build-up for it.
Yeah, the second to last screen is pretty hard, but there is generally a lot of strats that make jumps easy for it.
So let's not hold right too early. How do you even hold right too early on this?
By doing it.
Didn't even know I could do that.
My jump just didn't.
Nice. Dude, how did I die to that? Oh my god. Fine. My last... Why do I have to say this is my last save? I don't like this. I don't like Portal Area on hard mode. It's not a fun time for me. I mean, it's a fun area, I like it, but not on hard mode.
I think ROM room's way worse, honestly.
On hard?
On hard, for sure.
Okay, well, I'll find out when I get there, won't I? Because I haven't been there in a long time. So yeah, the last time I played this game on hard mode was probably around 3 years ago when I first beat it on hard mode. And then after that I played it on very hard and impossible, of course, since, but those don't really give you a good idea of where all the saves are going to be placed on an easier difficulty. Alright, easy screen at least. And now the hard part.
I haven't gotten the last screen skip in a very long time with the block.
Yeah, same. I'm just probably not going to try here. The skip for that thing is really hard to get for me.
Well, it's free to try, but if you mess up, then you just mess up. I am so terrible. All right, so I did the thing. I got the block on the switch, and then I put it off the switch, and I put the platform in the right place. I never actually put the portal down.
Oh, I've done that mistake as
Hello,
well
everyone.
sometimes.
This is Cosmoing. I am a little brain dead at the moment.
I actually can't say I haven't done that as well. I've made that mistake on an odd occasion as well.
I've definitely done that yesterday, actually. Okay, I got the skip though, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to skip, I just played it safe. This whole bottom left section always makes me nervous.
Yeah, so the skip here is that you can actually place the block on the platform in such a way that it'll hit the blue button on the bottom left without you having to push it off the platform. So you don't have to do that bottom left section at all.
2, 3. My pulses are actually in the opposite direction. Normally I'm used to red being at the top and blue being at the bottom, but for some reason it's the other way around right now.
That'll mess you up, surely.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that you don't actually have to put any portals down.
Yeah, I know, right? Oof, close. Okay, actually shot the button, that's nice.
We're pretty much neck and neck.
I'm dying almost to literally everything here, so I'm
Alright,
finding
not
just how
push the
close I can
block
get to
too
everything.
far. And I'm out.
Oh my god, same. Oh, I didn't die. Why is there no save here?
Don't fuck up. I mean, don't mess up.
Why is there no save for the boss?
Why is
Oh,
Cosmo
God.
medium? Because Nal is better than me. That is just the facts.
Yeah, I played this game for way longer than he has, so I got a lot more experience. I hate that there's no save here. No, don't miss the button. Don't miss the button. You go to the right now, buddy. So there is actually speed strats for this boss. Whenever he's doing his little jump thing, his little kick foot thing, dude, I can't speak. I'm so worried about dying. And this guy is so hard to die to as well. Yeah, you shoot him and he'll do a
really
roll.
mess up.
But yeah, you shoot this guy to make him roll so that he doesn't do his like stay still animation, and that speeds things up a little bit.
Was there any game before this? No.
No.
This is the very first game in the marathon.
Yep,
Oh, please be far enough.
same
Don't chase me.
Maelstrom. Why is he so far left? Go away! Go away, you
Alright.
prick!
This looks so easy. This is a very easy boss.
Yeah, no, this
However,
boss is really
it does
easy.
have a good choke factor.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, the hardest part of this boss is figuring out there are vines on the wall, and then for some people, figuring out you can shoot the red things. I saw one guy find the vine immediately, and then had no idea that you shot the red things for like 10-15 minutes.
Excellent.
Oh, I hate that on hard. I really don't like that on hard.
You out of there?
Yeah, I'm out. Thank
Alright.
God.
And now we're both heading to time travel.
I regret this race. I don't regret this race.
Buckle up, because you got 2 hours left.
Yay! Yeah, sorry, you were saying time travel.
We're going to time travel now. The gimmick is in the name, except not really.
It kind of is.
I mean, I'm going to explain it when we actually get there, because
Yeah.
right now we gotta travel.
Yeah, I mean, Kid Murder Simulator 2014. You've heard of all
Except
these other
now it's
simulators.
2019, but
Yeah,
2014.
the game came out in 2014, so it's Kid Murder Simulator 2014.
Yeah.
Dude, this jump is actually hard. I'm trying to do the ledge stuff.
Oh, the one where you have to do 2 ledges?
Yeah, the only hard save when you're a tiny kid.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm in time travel now, and you might have noticed
There we
very
go.
quickly at the start, there really only is a medium portal for this area. Which kind of makes sense, because you don't actually die in this area.
Well, you
The way
do.
this works is,
Yeah.
well, you do. So the way this works is, every kid, when they die, become a clone of your previous movements. And you can use those to make progress in the screens. So you usually have one kid go on a bun, and then do the thing, and then just go jump into a spike or something, and then the next kid uses that to do the things that he needs to do, which is get the red orb thing, and do it.
Yeah, that's a perfect description. You do the thing to do the thing to get to the end that's the thing that you're trying to do. Exactly.
Yep. Just win.
So yeah, I called this area like a speedrunner's simultaneous best and worst nightmare, because on the one hand you've got a timer, which means that you can pretty much time out everything in this place to try to figure out just how accurate you need it all to be. But on the same hand, if you're just slightly too fast with your timer, and you go a little too early on something, it will mess up all of the other kids and waste so much time.
Yeah, I usually prefer to do like safety strats here, so wait an extra second or so.
Yeah, I do that for a lot of things as well, because it's just not worth the risk
Basically-
otherwise.
Don't do what I just did.
I think this might be a bit loud
That's
again.
okay, I can save this.
So yeah, sometimes things will go wrong in this area, and the immediate aim is, can you use another kit to save it? And at which point does the risk
stupid!
does the risk not help the reward? And which screen are you on?
I used the last kid and I jumped into the spike instead of going to the portal.
It's fine, you got the item to the end, that's what's important.
Yeah, but I lost like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's fine, you got the item to the end, that's what's important.
Yes. However,
I honestly can't say
Basically,
I'm not
I'm
guilty of
brain
that. Yeah, I can't say I'm not guilty, so... Yeah, don't do that in the future. Highly recommended you don't do that.
will do my best to not do that.
Yeah, there's still a lot of like small fast strats you can do here, like you see me trying to jump over these spikes as they fall down. So there are a lot of small things you can do individually to try to speed things up. But this area, Aruna was a big fan of the whole last trap before the end. So there's kind of like a Super Meat Boy waiting period. So when you finish the level in Super Meat Boy, you'd watch the replay of all your clones, go through the level, and show you everything you did. And at the end of a couple of these, there's also that as well, where you just stand there and wait for everything to play out and hope that it worked out.
And you really do hope.
You
because
really do hope.
This area has a very, very good bug where your clones can actually not be synced to the main character for reasons that are still unknown.
Kind
So
of,
they don't-
yes. We're
They
not
don't really
sure.
have the same gravity, supposedly, but we don't
No,
actually know for
I
sure.
don't think it's the gravity. So, to my best guess, because it's really hard to figure it out, the clones land on the blocks 4 pixels later than the player does, or something. Because if it was the gravity, then you would notice it immediately if the gravity was different, because the jump heights would be all over the place. But yeah, so as far as I can tell, the clone kids hit the blocks very, very slightly later, which throws everything off if you're just a little too precise when you jump. Because if you're really good at jumping and you hit that jump button the moment you hit the block, then that clone kid's walking into a spike. And in certain later screens in this area, that is what we call a bad time.
One very infamous screen at the very end of the area is just beautiful. Definitely doesn't have an incredibly high desync potential, and is just generally perfect on all aspects.
And definitely didn't desync me twice in a run 3 years ago and make me lose 10 minutes. Nope, that wouldn't be a thing. That would be silly if that would happen.
Gee, I sure do wonder if it would happen today.
Yeah, God, I hope not. I haven't seen it in ages. I think finally I've got the hang of how that works, so it shouldn't happen again, and you said the same. But,
I I just go really safe on that screen usually.
Yeah, I can only do
Well,
so
not
much
too
on it.
safe, but-
Yeah. I try my best for it as well, but I have a very specific strat for getting through it. But yeah, there's only so much you can do on that still. Alright, so let's actually pay attention to when the block hits the thing here. Go. So yeah, a reminder, this is the only area that doesn't have a hard mode, so me and Cosmo will be playing on the exact same difficulties here. Whereas on everything else, there will be a lack of saves.
After this, now I can go back to actually being better at the game.
Yeah, after this I can struggle again.
Or that.
Dude, I'm so worried about some of the later areas with less saves. There's gonna be some very long saves I'll have to deal with. Because obviously I practiced this on medium, I didn't practice this on hard.
Rum Room's coming right up after this, and honestly, that's by far my least favorite area in terms of speedrunning.
Oh really?
Well, it's there's so much waiting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Alright, this room.
I wish I could say it's because of the long saves, but everything has long saves in this game, so it's really just the waiting.
Yeah, no, pretty much everything is a long save. I can't remember any of the waiting that you're talking about though. I guess I just don't wait enough or something on certain parts.
Well, I don't know, have you ever used the gimmick in that area?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. I didn't even think about that, that's just part of the gameplay.
It is just part of the gameplay, however.
You're not a fan of that part of the gameplay, I can get that, yeah.
It's a cool gimmick, I just wish that, you know, maybe there was a way to make it faster or something.
Yeah, that's fair. Meanwhile, we're talking about an area that's in the area after this, which is like 20 minutes from now or something.
We're like halfway through this, you know?
Yeah, halfway through. I'd say I normally pass this around 40 minutes in game, so around 10 minutes left.
Yeah. I don't actually have a timer up, so...
No, I'm just using in-game time. I don't have a timer going either.
Down...
Because I beat this at 42 minutes in the practice run, which probably had, well, definitely had some things go wrong. I had to reset one screen entirely because I completely forgot my timing for it.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's not fun. That's why I had to do a D-Rust before this, obviously. Because, like I said, there's a lot of things you have to remember in this area that can go wrong otherwise. So I'm going to wait for this kid to die first. There's a lot of, like, small strats that go on in areas like this that you just got to try to keep track of. Because, again, it's a lot of very precise stuff. Like, at the top, I do a small jump so that I can go lower down, so I can hold right immediately. You remember the exact timing when a block hits a certain section so you can let off a button, or when you have to go on a part, and so on and so forth. And it's just that
as
all
always,
throughout
the
the
trap
stage.
at the end.
Yeah, of course. Of course, Super Meat Boy waiting. What sort of level would it be otherwise?
A level that doesn't involve watching the entire screen.
Hey, what's wrong with watching everything play out? It's interesting.
I mean, there really isn't anything wrong.
It's just
You
bad for a
know.
speed run.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just use it as
So-
downtime.
At the very start of the screen, you'll actually notice, I don't know if you do it, but I wait a little bit before the first hit goes on the button.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because if you don't do that, whenever you reset, you'll notice that the middle platform doesn't actually reset, it just kind of continues going. So if you immediately run to the button and reset as soon as the kid dies, you can actually desync the middle platform thing, pusher or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and then you have to
That's
get
just
another
not
kid.
good.
Yeah, you have to get another kid to the bottom right, and it's just... Obviously, it wastes like 20-25 seconds, so it's not a good time to do that. So yeah, I always wait to press R a few times as well. Just wait a couple of seconds between pressing R. Just to
Yep.
make sure. Because yeah, it's not a good time when that goes wrong. I also waited a little long at the top, because I didn't quite time it well. Yeah, okay, I could have saved a couple of seconds, that's fine though. Ah, yes, and here's the screen that I messed up last time. I forgot my timing on when to let off all these buttons here, and it kind of went horribly wrong. So I went off...
Yeah, I'm here now, okay.
Yeah, I went the 5-kid screen. Going slightly too early on jump there. Yeah, I let off the buttons like a block height too early, and I wasn't really getting out of that. There we go. So you wait for this to get over the top. There we go. So it begins. Like, this screen's really repetitive, but I still find it surprisingly fun.
This is a good screen. I like this screen.
Like, it is just doing the same thing over and over again, but yeah, it's still fun to play. Especially, like, doing it all at the end, seeing it all come together. And for that... That kid goes off slightly early. It's also
what
quite...
I do here usually is, I usually just wait. Because the one at the top, you're forced to, like, get off because of the block pushing you up. But on the other four, I like to wait a little bit.
Yeah, no, same, that's what I do as well. It's also quite fun watching all your kids sync up. Oh.
One of my kids just touched the first block.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst when that happens. Good. Yeah, we're good here. Yeah, I'm afraid mine's fine. One kid desynced with the block, but it just means he holds the button for longer, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh well.
Ah, that sucks, dude.
Oh, I went off pretty early too.
God damn it! I missed.
No, it'll be fine, it'll be fine.
No. On the next screen, I landed on the block and jumped too early, so it didn't actually trigger. Which is another one of those bugs that you can do in this game. So, on rising blocks, if you jump the instant you hit it, it actually won't rise up at all. And it will just stay there. Which is kind of funny, I have no idea how that happens, but it's a thing. God damn.
Just like many things in this game.
Yeah.
It is a thing.
There's a lot of strange small quirks this game has to offer even. How did I miss it with every kid? What? How are the clone... Okay, I'm just gonna reset the screen, what the hell? How are all the clone kids not triggering the block? Excuse me?
Alright, I made it.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page now, because that just completely whiffed things. Like, every clone kid I had was not triggering the block, and I have no idea how.
A thing of beauty.
Bloody hell. No idea how these things work sometimes. Alright, hit you.
2, 3, and that should be good.
There we go. Alright, cool. I can never remember how close we are to that one screen that matters.
We're, I think, 2 screens away now? Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's the next screen.
Yeah, okay, I thought it was. For some reason I can never remember whether the screen's after this one or something else. Do you want me to explain it when we get to that one, or do you want to?
Explain what? The whole
The
mess
next
that is that screen?
Yes.
You're probably gonna reach it before me by like a little bit, so go for it.
Alright, okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the kid to get back first. Alright.
Yeah, my kid just died, so...
Ah, shame. So yeah, for those wondering, this is the infamous screen that cost me 10 minutes of my run a few years ago. For the first 35 seconds, we're just going to be going on and off this button. And so this is pretty much where the desync really matters. Because as you can see, there's a bit of a tower climb on the far right-hand side, which takes like 6 kids to climb up. And then you need to get 1 kid to climb up all of these blocks to get to the end. And then, of course, he's got a Super Meat Boy level trap at the end where you watch everything play out. Because if you just get to use the keys that you had to get to the end, then it would be fine. But because you got to watch it all play out, you get the lucky honor of hoping that your player doesn't desync horribly. And you have to wait for all these kids to go on through, to get to the end, and then find out it is desynced.
Yeah, because the last kid is the one that's most likely to desync too. Which is fantastic.
Good. And then, if things have really gone badly, if you really can't save it because things have gone horribly wrong, because of the desync, if a clone kid loses all input, he will no longer be able to transfer the item at all. Like, he'll never be able to transfer the item to another kid. And then you just have to hit the touch reset and go all the way around again, and as you know, as you can see already, it's a long screen. Yes, Shadows, same as last time you asked me 3 years ago. You can press W on the save to leave the area at any time. Though hopefully neither of us will have to do that.
Okay, so I actually never knew about that, so thank you.
Oh really? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's what I did at my run 3 years ago. It crashed out at You messed up as you'd expect. I pressed W on the save, and I said that this run is now train wreck descent, and I just tried to beat every other area in time.
Did you win?
I actually did. I still came under estimate somehow. No idea how I managed that. Oop.
Alright, shoutouts to the third kid who just refused to jump at the top and walk into the spike.
Good. I think this is fine. Yeah, I'm not losing any time on
Let's
this.
try that again.
Up. And then sometimes you jump a little too late and run into a spike and gotta go around again. Yeah. Yeah, this is classic. You're right.
I've done it. I've named the game.
Good job there. So yeah, after all this, for those watching, now imagine that a kid desyncs at the end and you have to go through it again. And you're very quickly starting to understand why this screen can be a problem.
I don't want to think about it, honestly.
Same, really. I just want to explain it so people have the fear that we have.
Alright, just one more. Actually,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
should be the final kid, which is the one that can desync.
Same. I messed up twice. They just ran into the spike, so I got one left.
That's a decent kid, actually.
Oh
so
no.
Never mind. One more.
Okay. Yeah, I have a very specific route through the screen at the end to make sure it doesn't happen. Wait for you. Wait for you. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, crap. Okay.
Alright, this one.
And now we wait.
So now you can just kind of see that there's one kid that's being a pain down there.
And now we watch and hope.
Let's also watch over here. The evaluation time, quite.
Yep.
That's pretty much the exact.
Don't you mess this up, buddy. Don't you do it. Okay, that's fine. You walk off this.
Problem child.
And we're good. Okay, one out. Alright, cool.
I think mine's gonna be fine as well. Yep, he's out.
Hey! Alright, cool. So for this
Now
last
this screen.
Yeah, you can go for this. I'm talking a lot already.
This screen's kind of special. The first kid is the one that dies last. I don't know. Pretty much all the kids die by not touching the spike. You have to crush yourself to actually get anything done here. That's it. That's the whole thing behind the screen, really.
Yeah.
So squish.
I lost a lot of time there. Hopefully this is fine. Yeah, so the way that this screen works is you're pretty much predicting the future with every kid you got here. This might be a problem on my end. I accidentally lost like 5 seconds of the second kid not getting up top, so you might get ahead here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, I'm just going to use another kid and get him to the end. Well, I'll just waste 20 seconds there. That's fine. It's 20-second loss, but it means I don't have to do everything again at least.
Yeah.
It's much better that way.
Alright. Oh, and also at the very end, there's exactly one jump in this screen, really. It's an F jump.
Yeah. That's pretty much the only jump that matters.
And if you mess it up, then you have to restart, pretty much.
Well, you don't have to restart, but that's why I give myself some extra time so I don't have to worry about that. Like, I have a
You
lot
don't have to worry about it when you're a god.
I've messed up that F jump many a time at the end of this, so, yeah, I don't know about that. I give myself like 5 extra seconds on this just so I don't have to worry about that issue. Okay, cool. First try on the F jump. I didn't even have to worry about my messed up kid. So I'm gonna stop talking for here to pay attention to the boss.
Same.
Oh, cool. good? Yeah, cool. I don't want to interrupt you either. So...
No, I went in before you.
Oh, you want to know what happens if you spam shoot, okay? Green shell there. Wouldn't recommend overshooting or undershooting.
Yeah, well, undershoot, you get screwed by the
You get-
boss.
yeah, you get a fruit
Overshoot,
just
you
running
get
through.
screwed by not the boss.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, if you couldn't tell, that was a rhythm minigame. So there are sound cues, like in Rhythm Heaven, and the song's taken from Rhythm Heaven as well, for when to shoot the fruit, or the food even. And then eventually you overfeed the Kirby. Because as everyone knows, that's what you really want to do in life. Just fasten that Kirby up.
Finally.
Yeah, I know, right? Kirby's been eating stuff for too long. Eventually he was going to explode from all that food. Do the job.
Unlikely, but...
Yeah, very unlikely. Dude, I can't do the ledge with the mini kid. There we go.
Alright, hard ledge time. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm doing the corner jumps with the mini kid at the moment. So yeah, as you can probably tell...
10 seconds ahead.
So as you can probably tell, the hub area is also the same because it has no difficulty select. So me and Cosmo play on the same difficulty here too. Dude, I can't do corners while mini kid right now. I just cannot manage them at all. Do the ledge. Do the ledge. Do the corner thing. Thank you.
Alright, so I'm in ROM room. Nal's not in ROM room yet,
Nope.
but he will be soon. So the whole gimmick of this area, as you can see, is that you have a front and a back. That's actually it. And you can travel between the both of them using these switches over here. And every time you do that, it takes like 5 seconds, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah, Cosmo has some
love
issue with
it.
that. Yeah, Cosmo's a big fan of this area.
Not like this area is already not super long and pretty hard. Definitely not a thing.
It's fine. It's fine. Unless you're playing on less saves. Then it may not be fine. Then there
Well,
may be
you're about
issues.
to find out.
Yep, I'm certainly about to find out. So yeah, like Cosmo said, the other way of phrasing this gimmick is the gimmick of this area is to confuse the hell out of viewers, trying to figure out where the hell all the players are going now. So, if you really can't tell where we are at any one moment, if you see some red smoke and a kid flying up through the screen, keep watching as he'll probably fly back down in a moment. And if you hear that, this sound? This sound? There it is. That sound there, that's the kid flying back on screen somewhere. Somewhere on the screen is happening.
Yep. Not to mention all the visual obstruction that's already happening everywhere.
Because of the foreground and the background, yeah. Because, oh, there's no save on this screen. Okay.
Don't worry if you can't see the kid. Sometimes neither can we.
Ah, yes, this screen. This is the actually the only screen in this area that... No, don't you die to the Goomba. No, bad Goomba. This is the only area that you really don't want to die on any of the saves anyway, because if you do die, it means you have to go back and shoot some of the buttons again. So the fact that I'm playing with less saves doesn't make too much of a difference there.
Yes, the screen 2 in particular, you can actually save like 15 seconds by doing save 2 and 3 at the same time.
Wait,
Without
what's save 2
resetting.
and 3?
Right, why is save 2 and 3?
Oh, wait, I missed
On now screen.
the
both.
only save on the screen.
Yeah,
Okay, good, we did that list.
and I died to the diagonal.
Dude, the diagonal's actually kind of hard.
The last diagonal in this screen is terrible. It's the reason why I hate this area probably.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. That diagonal's a pain. Dude, I actually went the wrong way though, along the top. I was meant to go to the top left, and I just started going to the right, trying to get down to those two Goombas in the middle.
Oops.
Yeah, went one switch too early there. It's fine, I couldn't drop down far enough, the block hadn't moved. But yeah, this area is also laid out so that if you're playing on impossible mode, and by that I mean there are precisely 0 saves to this whole area, there is just the right number of Goombas and Paracoopas for you to be able to make it through everything. Okay, good. First try that diagonal.
We're in this speedrun, we'll have the biggest difference between medium and hard. Probably this area, actually.
Really? I think it's going to be Portal or VVV. I'm still standing by those two.
Both of those have exactly 50% less saves. I think this has more than 50% less saves.
Huh.
Because screen 2 only has 1 save, right?
Yeah. Yeah, good point, good point. There's normally 3 here.
Normally there's 3 saves there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing this a little safe because I'm realizing just where my saves are disappearing suddenly. So I'm trying my very best not to get squashed.
Yeah, so this is like a 2.5 minute save for now, probably.
I have no idea, I'm not keeping count. I'm not trying to track that, that's just gonna make me more nervous.
Me
Alright.
either.
Yeah. So thankfully
I just know that I really hated this.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, the trigger for the middle, at the top section, the top middle section is kind of bad as well, because you have no idea where that trigger is when you first get there. You're just running back and forth trying to find it. Though I think I might have first tried the screen, which would be wonderful, but don't mess up the ending. Tap the button, thank you. Okay. Nearly blew it on the Goomba there. I nearly landed to the right of the Goomba and then died. That would have been very upsetting. I've done that before as well.
I actually undershot the Goomba many a times.
Yeah. Yeah,
on
same
that screen
actually.
too. So that's probably the hardest screen in the entire area, just in all difficulties.
Yeah. I'd probably agree with that actually. Mostly because of that giant time loss. Because if you do mess up once, you do just lose so much time having to reshoot a trigger. Oh yeah, so if you're having trouble keeping track of the kid before, so now he's a quarter of the size he was, and he's absolutely miniature.
Oh yeah, this area has 2 gimmicks actually.
Yeah.
I forgot. These things at the top can make you go small if you go through them in the right way.
Yep, the red side makes you tiny, and the green one makes you normal.
And the next screen is a surprise. There's one more of these.
Whoa, I wonder what it could be.
I oopsed.
Oh. So yeah, and then obviously in the background you're smaller than you are normally, so when you're a tiny kid and in the background, it's very easy for people to see from the viewing experience for sure. I doubt anybody has too much issue with that really. Ooh, I
Yeah,
know.
honestly, if you can't keep track of the kid, you might as well just get new eyes.
Exactly. Really messed up as well though. One save for the screen, yay!
Yippee! I wonder. I think the final screen has 2 saves.
Yeah, the final save. This final screen has 2 saves. No, 3 saves total, doesn't it? Yeah.
Normally, but I think on hard it has 2 actually.
Yeah, it probably has the last one, I guess. Here's to hoping I don't cock it up, because boy is ROM room. So ROM rooms, no, don't trust that. ROM room is just full of long saves in general. So obviously playing it on hard makes the long saves combined with another long save, which makes it an extra long save. So obviously a little bit worried about that on my end.
Yeah, I want to bot. Please stop spamming.
Yeah, how dare the bot spam? Oh, whoops. How dare it? Was there a spike gone from there? That's weird, alright.
Should probably also talk about gates in this game and the fact that they're just impossible in general.
Nah, they're easier than normal. You just do the lowest jump you can and it's fine.
You are probably, and actually, like 10 minutes before we went live with this run, I was playing under and I actually undershot a gate.
Nice! Yeah, no, it is possible. It's just harder. Like, you basically got a 1 frame. Like, you got to basically do the lowest jump you possibly can to go too low for a gate in this game. I swear, like, gates are 3 frame perfect. Oh, there's no save on the screen either, of course.
Oh yeah.
Crap. I'm gonna say that a lot here. I'm gonna say that an awful lot. This is confusing? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of this area from a viewer perspective. I did try describing what part of the screen I was going to whenever I hit one of the buttons when I was first doing this at Fangame Marathon, but it turns out it's still quite difficult to keep up with it. Like, even just saying it all is hard to keep up with. I really hope I don't mess this guy up.
It's okay, because now
Okay, we're good.
we're introducing the yellow changer thing.
Yeah, giant kid.
If you lose track of this kid, you really do actually need a new pair of eyes.
I slipped off.
oopsed.
I also oops. So you know how you normally reset on the second save to keep the Paracooper in the foreground?
Yes.
I don't have the Paracooper in the foreground because I don't have a second save.
Oh, that's fine. I usually never use them.
Do you want to know how my F jump went?
Not.
I double jumped. Yeah, it wasn't a good time. I'm honestly surprised that was my first mistake in this area so far. Like, how is that my first death? And it's very
First
costly.
trying the second screen is feels good,
Keep with the power.
and then you die elsewhere.
Okay, well, here's to hoping this doesn't mess up. Okay, we're good. Why these saves so long? So yeah, you're very quickly seeing why this area has some very, very long saves, and why that's a problem for me. Because, dude, they're long
As I
enough
expected.
individually. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm just happy that I haven't messed up so far. Like, the reason I don't worry too much about this area normally is because I'm generally pretty consistent at it. And while they're very long saves, there's not much I mess up. Like, it's just long, and it costs a lot of time if you do mess up, but it's very unlikely that you do. Which is why I'm very glad that I got a jump on hard mode that I normally don't ever do on medium. So, yay! Good times!
I'm the one playing on medium, and I'm the one that normally does that jump. In that
Okay.
way.
Yeah,
I don't
we
trust
didn't need that
that
info cracker. Yeah, I remember trying to do that jump as like a consistent thing, and I just couldn't really get it, so I just found it easier using the Paracooper.
Good luck, Cracker.
Yeah. Alright, so Smoke in the foreground. Thankfully, both times I stomped on the Paracooper in the middle, he went to the right, so I don't have to worry about him in the bottom left when I come back. So I'm very thankful that isn't an issue here.
Lucky. That's the whole reason I don't actually do that.
Yeah, I can get
So,
that.
When he goes to the left, I'm just so scared. I don't want him to be there.
Yeah, because the Paracooper goes to the bottom left of the screen, and it kind of, you have to time it as well. Okay, do we have a second? We do have a second save on hard mode. Ah, it's the free screen, the easy save, but sure, whatever, we'll take it. There's not even any point in resetting on the screen, is there? Normally I reset for the Goomba cycles on the second save, but I'm not really going to be able to do that here because I have no save.
You won't.
Okay, so we can just skip past that. So yeah, again, this screen has just the right number of Paracoopers for you to do what I believe is the intended route around the screen. However, as you've just seen, there are certain sections where you can just skip right on past them. So, they're not too bad. This is my first ever hard one. I mean, this is my first time. Sorry, first.
Even when I do this screen, like normally, and I just don't reset at all, I don't even think I use half of the Koopas.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. Well, you definitely don't need all the ones along the top. That's for sure. Yeah, I gotta wait for the Goombas here. It's just pain. But yeah, I haven't done a speedrun on hard mode before. I've just beaten the game on hard mode before, and harder difficulties. But I've never bothered doing a speedrun with it with a timer because there's no real point normally. Right, last jump, don't
And
choke
yet here
it.
you are.
Yep, here I am, because it made it fair between us. I mean, it seemed like a better idea than flipping the screen 180 degrees, so... that would have been an experience.
That really would have been an experience. Or 90 degrees.
Yeah, that would have been... I don't know if that would be better or worse, honestly.
I'd say worse.
Yeah, probably. Especially with things like Portal. Okay, now I can just go back along the top because I didn't reset. Alright, okay. Easy first try on the last save too. Flipping 45 degrees.
Oh, I fell.
Oh no.
That's fine. Wait, that's not fine, actually.
No, that doesn't sound fine
Oops.
at all.
Like, I could have saved it, but it's
Mm.
actually faster to reset.
Okay. So yeah, I'm on the boss here. Thanks to Cosmo, we have learned the amazing strat of you can walk under the boss. Somehow in all the playthroughs I saw of this, nobody ever walked under the boss while these bullets were spawning. So I never knew that before. But
I
yeah.
know, it's insane.
Yeah, I know, right? Insane strats from Cosmo right here. But otherwise, the main gimmick of this boss is when you're on the same level, so whether you're both in the background or both in the foreground, she has a chance to go to the other side. I did not need to press that. I messed up. I thought she was going to come to the foreground and I pressed up. Basically, this boss can be a huge pain in the butt. It's like sometimes she'll change sides every single opportunity, and then sometimes she'll just never do it. And you can't really tell until it happens. Generally, you want her to stay in the background though, because she's got a lot longer to walk.
Well, the best RNG would be just stay in the foreground the whole time.
Yeah, so that she never moves at all. But I mean, you... Oh yeah, because you can run under her now, so it is fine. I'm too used to thinking that it's a bad idea, because you have to warp at some point, but you don't. I'm still not used to that.
Welcome to the new world. old
Dude,
man.
she's just staying in the background. She's just in the background every single time.
Alright, let's see if I get perfect RNG.
Oh my god! Dude, the background RNG! Ah, yes, the risk was worth it! Jesus. Ooh. So, I was pushed right up until the warps on the far left, like the jump pad, and the bullet was right next to me when I jumped as well. But I shot her and it didn't get me, so I got lucky.
Luck gamer over here.
Dude, that was the best RNG I've ever seen on that boss.
I've actually had perfect RNG on this once, I think. It's never happened again, and I'm sad.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's like, I imagine it's a 50-50 whether she goes to the foreground, or changes between foreground and background, or just shoots her attack again. I assume it's a 50-50. I have no proof of otherwise, so...
Doesn't feel like it, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it under her.
Yeah, I swear that sometimes you
Don't
can't make it
spawn on
under
me.
her.
Please don't spawn on me. Oh!
Now that's the sound I've ever heard one. Oh.
Oh my god, that was crazy. I actually managed to get 2 shots before she did an attack.
Really? You can do that?
Well, because she kept going back and forth.
Oh, huh, wow. I actually didn't know that was a thing. Jeez, alright.
Not gonna lie, me either. But here we are.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to clip that and play it back for me, because I want to see that happen.
It also involved me nearly dying a couple times.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure.
It was all worth it.
Yep. I mean, if you don't die, what doesn't kill you lets you continue playing the game after all, so...
Wise words. Alright, so now pretty much every other area in this game, except maybe like the last one, is usually pretty short saves.
Yeah. Yeah, like, time travel and Portal are generally the 2 longest areas for me. And then, in terms of, say, like, how long the saves are, ROM Room is definitely one of the longest as well. So, thankfully, everything else from this point on should be okay. Apart from VVV, which is going to be a huge pain in my butt again, so... Because that's going to be tough. Because that's one of the hard areas, but we'll see what happens. In the meanwhile, yeah.
We're going to Mini. Or we probably already are in Mini, I don't know where we are. Probably
Yeah, I'm
Mini.
a minute, yeah. You keep going.
So the gimmick of this is extremely simple. It's Mini.
Yep, just imagine a regular screen in a fan game and then shrink it by 4 times. So you just see a quarter of the screen instead of the whole screen every time. And that's this area, pretty much.
There's a lot of screen transition stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah. Gotta remember where the spikes are from a previous screen.
And also bounce pads.
Oh, bounce pads? Oh, yeah, the springs.
Yeah, I mean... bounce pads are springs.
It would appear that the bot needs a bit of work. So, Cosmo, what's your PB in this game?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the traps being loud. Please continue.
What's your PB in this game?
I want to say 218, but like I could easily improve that.
And
Basically, I just need to do more runs.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because you do one like every 3 months or something.
It used to be every week or 2, and now here we are.
Yeah. Whereas my personal best and world record, because we're the only 2 people to run this category, is 151. Which it turns out is actually quite hard to beat. Yeah, 151.
Was it like 158?
No, it's 151. I got that in a marathon run a couple of years ago. No, last year even. Oh, got the trigger.
I thought that was 158, but alright.
No, I had a 158 before that. Then it was a 151.
Christ.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm surprised by that time as well. It's ridiculous.
So that's why I need the handicap.
Yeah, my time's a little better. Because I've got a few more hours in this.
Just a few.
So I don't think I died. I think I got the shuriken bug on that one screen with a trick that you found recently. So the shuriken's triggered and it doesn't currently exist, so I think I'll probably go for that still.
Oh, yeah, I definitely died, so...
Yeah. Yep, yeah, shuriken's gone. Alright then. Ooh, that was close.
I guess I'll be the one to show off the new trick.
So yeah, for people on my screen, where I'm shooting, there's normally a giant shuriken here. which means you can't double jump to try to shoot this button. But if you manage to do the whole area deathless from the first save, for some reason it's got a trigger. And it just vanishes. And I'm still confused by why that's a thing, but it exists. Okay, I guess I'm gonna show off the trick as well, because I managed to double jump too late.
That's
Cool.
kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You know how it takes
Who's
away...
winning?
There's like a
Now's
block that
winning.
takes... Yeah. There's like a block that takes your double jump away before the spring on that save, you know? And I managed to
the
hit
bottom
it.
block.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain, honestly.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that, but it is. So you got to double jump early, and I was a bit late.
I mean, there's a pretty good reason for it. It's probably every single spring
Yeah.
block that's like that.
Every single spring does restore your double jump otherwise. But yeah, I'll try your strat now. So this is Cosmo strat that you found recently. Hey, I still mess it up.
You messed up the bottom.
Yep.
Classic.
Dude, why is that being such a problem for me right now?
Alright, my turn.
Yay! Well, I let you catch up. That's what we're going for here. That's my excuse.
And my double jump got eaten.
Nice! So as it turns out, this thing that we can normally both do first try, we're not, because reasons. That's the best I got here.
Yeah.
It is kind of a pain jump, honestly. It is kind of annoying to deal with, because you do have to double jump way early than you feel like you should. But that's just how it is. Alright, so next try. Ah, I was too far to the right there. That strat is still kind of tough for me.
Cosmo strat is dying to a spike. You got it.
Yeah! Actually, that's all our strats,
That's
really.
how I do my things.
Yep. Like, when we really put our minds to it in this community, we die to a spike. It takes a lot of work, and we try hard for it, but sometimes we can manage it. We just have to believe hard enough, and we'll be able to touch that spike as well.
Finally, someone who's touched the spike. No one else in this online marathon will touch a spike.
Yeah, no, everyone's going deathless here. Games are far too easy for that otherwise.
Good luck, everyone. I might stop using this strat for a little bit just because I gotta get through here.
Yeah, I got it on third try, thankfully, so I got there eventually. Oh, there's no save, of course. Of course there wouldn't be a save there, I just got a save. Why would there be another save already? That's just silly. Oh, it actually went too early, huh? Well, thankfully this thing's short, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm actually really glad I'm past that save, honestly. That, like, double jump remover thing is quite problematic. Nah, whatever.
Yeah, double jump too early.
Yeah. Oh, too early? Really? Damn. This.
So basically, that little bottom section, terrible.
Yeah.
Worst part of this area.
Worst part of the area, yeah. It probably is, actually. Like, there is a jump further on that's actually harder, but at least it's on you there, whereas the double jump remover thing, you can't quite tell when it's going to happen. Hold against the wall, fall down.
This is it. I can feel it. But never mind.
Is this the... Oh. Didn't even get a call to run. Give me a chance.
Well, I mean, I called my own run and then immediately failed.
Ah, that's a shame. What are you dying to at the moment, then? Just
a bonk.
Yeah,
Oh my
okay.
god, I'm being terrible.
No!
No, stop dying to other things. Oh, hold on. Let's beat this save.
Oh,
I'll give this
why
two more
is there
tries.
no save? No!
Oh yeah, there's also like one part of this area that just like removes two saves instead of one, I think.
Oh yeah, I found it. It turns out it's the only one that matters.
Yep.
The one with the secret on it just decides to remove that save as well. Because you know what? I didn't need a save at the hard part. Yeah, why would I need that? Why would I ever need a thing like that here? Why would I need that sort of a save? Oh my gosh. Also, I shot the block too early, so move the platform too soon, that's fine. And this jump is why the save is hard. Come on, tap it, tap the button. We good? Oh, thank God I didn't die to that, okay. Well, thankfully I first tried the hard save, so...
It's okay. I won't. I'm terrible at that save.
I don't blame you. That thing's hard. Oh, one spike too early. It really is actually quite difficult, so I don't blame you for that. Like, I've just got the muscle memory down for that hard jump at this point. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So those double jumps there that I did were because of traps. Obviously you got the falling spike that you saw, and then one's got a spring underneath it, and one's got an invisible block, fake block even. And as for the boss, there is actually a bug to let you do constant damage to this thing. But I've managed to accomplish it about twice in the 3 years of playing, and I've seen nobody else manage it.
I certainly haven't.
Yeah, but it speeds this boss up drastically because he just gets locked in the damage animation, and you never have to worry about him walking back and forth. But as far as I can tell, it's like a literally frame-perfect shot. I'm not even sure when that shot is. I want to say it's only on the bomb attack specifically, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I haven't been able to get it enough to be able to tell. Yeah, so I just try to spam my shots and hope that I get it, but it's always a chance, because there's 3 attacks on this guy, and yeah, that's the bomb attack. I think it's got to be on the bomb attack to get the bug, but who knows? Thankfully the bombs don't carry themselves. Also, one of the best songs in the game to me for some reason. This and Marissa's boss songs are like, yeah, the 2 best songs to me. I don't know why I love them so much, but I really, really do. Spawned exactly one bomb. I've never seen him spawn.
I'm approaching the hard save.
Okay, good luck. Yeah, I made the boss spawn exactly 1 bomb at the end. I've never seen that happen before. Managed to kill him between the 2.
I would like to get past the platform at the very beginning, please. Thank you.
The platform's actually quite hard as well, gotta be honest.
Only if you go fast.
Yeah, that's true. It definitely is harder if you go fast. Yeah, one of the things after you finish mini area is that when you're seeing the regular screen size again, it feels very weird. Everything looks way too large. Well, the screen's way too large, the kid is way too small. It's just not right. Yeah, I gotta wait for the spike to move over so that it destroys these blocks, so that I can get to the next part.
If only they had to do ROM room secret.
Oh god.
You absolute madman.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing ROM room secret as well. That's fine. That thing's a little too hard. It's like one of the 2 hardest secrets in the game.
I would say it's the hardest, honestly.
What, the dash jump secret? The mini secret?
No, the ROM room secret.
Oh, yeah, no, it's between that and dash jump.
Casually, I don't think I had as much trouble with dash jump.
It does vary.
But it is the second hardest.
Yeah, that's for sure. One of the 2, easily. Alright, meanwhile, I'm moving on to under area here. So, this area is pretty simple. It's pretty much just gravity flip the area. Every so often, your gravity flips, and I did take medium, and I'm just gonna back out and restart that. Let's just, no, we're not defining what sort of category this is. God damn it, muscle memory kicks in again.
Sacred rules, you don't get to break them.
Yeah, no, I don't get to break that. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't notice at all. Dude, I'm so used to playing on medium for everything in this. I just didn't even think about it. Like, I've gone into medium so many times.
I just got to the mini boss, so you're still ahead of me.
Okay, cool. It's fine. It's fine. We're just trying to give people a head start again. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out there.
Oh my god, I actually missed a shot on the mini boss.
Really? Damn.
Because of the Wannabes.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've done that before as well. Yeah, you accidentally shoot a Waddle Dee and then he doesn't die in time or something.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go on the hard. Dude, I thought about every single warp, but for some reason, because the hard warp's directly below medium and under, I just didn't even think about it. It's just, you go down. Okay, we got that. Why does my character look weird? What do you mean there's a bow on my head?
No, yeah, you don't have a bow on your head in medium. Hard, not medium.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, have a bow on hard, that makes sense.
Hard % world record no matter what?
I mean,
if it was a category, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a category that anybody's done before. Okay, so we're gonna enter the
Oh,
wall,
man.
we're gonna skip you, and then we're entering the correct wall, and then we're gonna be okay, because that's what this category is. And then we're gonna figure out the thing of like where all the saves are gonna be. I was actually just so caught up in thinking about where the saves were gonna be in this area, that's why I didn't even think that I went on medium. So I was just, I hit the save and was like, okay, let's see what we've got this time. Because I'm fully expecting screen 2 to have no save. Yep, there goes my only save on this thing. That's some good feeling.
You don't.
Nope. Why would I need a save? It's not like I used that save twice in both gravity flips. It's fine. I didn't need that anyway. Thankfully, for the most part, I'm actually not too worried about this screen. It really is like playing on Impossible again, isn't it?
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. No, we're like 3 areas too early for that right now. Alright, let's see if we can get the speed strat on this still, at least. 'Cause thankfully I got the save on screen 3. I actually thought I had that first try. Not too low. Hey!
I would like to get past the first hub save, please. Thank you.
Dude, with how many times I've done the first hub save, you think it would be easy every time, but it honestly isn't. I don't get
It
it.
really isn't.
Yeah, the first save on the hub is still surprisingly difficult. Whew. So yeah, there are a few skips in this area, but for the most part, the skips are literally just, it's a jump, but it's harder than the regular route. But it's also normally right at the start of the save, so there's no reason not to take it. So the one you saw a moment ago is a ceiling diamond, which is pretty difficult, but thankfully there's a very good setup spot, so I can get it surprisingly consistently. Which I shouldn't be able to, but I can, so neat. I'll happily take it.
Yeah, there's only 2 skips that we do it under, I think.
At least 2. Like the double jump diamond.
Big ones.
Yeah, both diamond related actually. The double jump diamond and the one that I just did a moment ago. For some reason I find the double jump diamond harder and I still don't get why. Because it shouldn't be. Why do I have 2 saves in a row here? Why does this save exist? Okay. Cool.
Good balance.
Yeah. Like I used one save twice and then the next one was there as well. I'm just why? I'm not playing on medium. The bow isn't here this time. It says hard every time I change screen. I'm very aware I'm not playing on medium here. Alright then.
Alright, please get this drop first try.
Yeah, I actually stand on the block like where the save is, because for some V-strings or whatever, it makes it easier, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Don't
cool.
go in hard. I'm not now.
Why are you trying to join me here, buddy? What are you doing?
No. I don't want. Is there a difficulty between hard and impossible? Yes.
Yes.
There is very hard.
Yep, there is medium hard, very hard, and impossible. And they all live up to their names. Okay, at least I get this save for the reset. Oh, that might be why. So I think I got the extra save so that I get the one save at that long save in the red screens. You know, the one hard one.
The one that we both hate and we think is the hardest one?
Probably, yes. Like
Like the single jump diagonal?
yeah. And then like the
Yeah,
3
okay.
spike gap thing. Yeah, you reset for the platform cycle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like the second red screen. Oh. So yeah, I'm trying to pay attention on this one because this save is actually quite difficult, and this is still the same as medium. I'm really hoping the save after this one exists, because otherwise this will be a problem, because this jump and this one... Okay, good, first round out. Yep, I don't have the save after it. Wonderful. Sure, I'm glad I practiced this with no saves like an idiot. Ah, damn it, died to the gate afterwards. Yeah, this is going to be a tough save for me, that's for sure.
Alright, ceiling diamond done.
Yep. Cool.
With a bit more deaths than I would have liked.
Yeah, that's fine. It is still a hard jump. I'm honestly shocked at how frequently I get past that thing. Like, I should not be as consistent to that jump as I am. No, really?
And yet here you are.
Yeah, somehow here I am, yes. dying to the hard save over and over again, which is now quite a bit harder due to not having the next save part as part of it.
No way, hard is hard.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't think anyone could have seen that coming.
Certainly not me.
I'm very glad I can't remember what the saves are on very hard, though. I believe the saves on very hard were like at the start of each little section. So this area is split into like 4 parts. In a sense, there's the regular graphics, the red graphics which we're currently on. There's the blue one for 2 screens and the secret, and then yellow on the last one. And I
highly doubt there's a save on yellow.
No, there's not a save on yellow, I'm pretty sure. But there's definitely, I'm pretty sure there's only one save for the grey and the red section. Though those 2 are very, very long saves.
Yeah, I actually booted up very hard yesterday and I was like, no!
Yeah, you realise very quickly just how hard that is. Funnily enough though, mini area is the one that took me the longest on that difficulty. Ah, great, I'm doing this queen legit. So you're in luck. I am not going to be doing the double diamond skip. Oh, the
That's okay, I'll
diamond
probably
skipping.
die to it enough times that
Dude, hit the
it
button.
won't matter in the end.
Oh, screw this. Nah, I want to shoot this button. Thankfully, you don't need to do this as like a mini F. Dude, why is this so hard? There you go. But it saves on a couple of jumps further on if you don't die here. Which thankfully I did not, so that's good. But I did take a lot of time doing it. It basically saves you going all the way around the right here up to the top, then back to here again, while flipped the other way around. But Cosmo won't have to do any of this because he'll have a save on the screen that I don't currently have. Which is quite a difficult jump that I definitely don't feel reliable at.
Me either, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, it is definitely faster. Yeah, of course there's no save here. It really is just alternating. It does seem pretty standard for hard mode stuff right now. It's just every other save is just not there. As far as I can tell, at least. So yeah, What?
I somehow undershot that. What happened to my brain?
But yeah, as far as this area is concerned, there's 2 people, myself included, that have tried to beat this game 100%, and 100% for this game, there's a percentage on the title screen, which includes every single like secret you get and every single area you beat on every difficulty. So medium, hard, very hard, and impossible. And there is one Japanese guy from like 3 years ago that beat everything except for under area on impossible. And there's myself, who is currently, as far as I know, the only person who has actually beaten this on impossible. And just to reiterate what that is, the only difference is number of saves. But you can see how long this area takes in general, and by the game standard, this is the hardest area, and I would agree with that. So you have to try to...
difficulty ratings for areas?
Yeah, in the hub area. You know in the warp room?
Yeah?
Yeah, it orders it by difficulty there, starting with tutorial on the left.
I actually never knew that.
Yeah, it's
Well,
tutorial...
I knew they were ordered in some way, but...
Yeah. There's tutorial, classic, I believe portal is 3rd. That's there. And then it ends with ROM room VVV not dash turn, ROM room VVV under. And then there's time travel at the end, I guess because it's got its own difficulty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm the only person that's actually managed to beat this without saves, and it took a very long time because I like this game probably a little too much. Which again, to repeat, is why I'm playing on hard and Cosmo's playing on medium.
Alright,
yeah.
time to die to the skip.
You can do it. I believe in you.
That's 2. 3. I'm terrible.
There's no save on yellow, of course not.
On yellow, goddamn.
Sorry. You'll know when I'm on the boss anyway, because you'll see a bunch of emotes appear in chat, that's for sure.
Next time you're on very hard.
Dude, I didn't expect to do quite this well either. I definitely didn't expect to not die this much.
Too good.
I think because I'm playing on hard, it's making me focus quite a lot for the saves I don't have. So I'm currently at 67 deaths. We don't need to save. That save's fine.
I'm only at 91 deaths, which, I mean, I guess I'm pretty close still.
This girl knows what she did. That head is far too big for that body.
You were anime.
Everyone knows a normal person doesn't explode. She's clearly an alien. Needed to be destroyed. It's for the greater good. It was a necessary part of life there.
Ah, the cycle of life.
Yep. Blowing up anime girls.
Fits in right next to destroying aliens.
Yep, exactly. I mean, it's I want to be the guy Fangames. Literally anything can go. One moment you're feeding Kirby all the food that you can possibly find while the food tries to murder you. The next moment you're trying to murder an anime girl that explodes and has a head that's too big for her body. Just the way things go in these things. Ah, I doubled it. Did the walk off too early, damn.
Oops.
So yeah, how's undergearing?
About 10 to yellow, so not too bad.
Alright, that's pretty good still. You're not that far behind me.
I don't know why I think blue is the easiest part of under.
I actually wouldn't disagree that much. Like, it's hard on impossible mode, but on... yeah, that's probably an obvious statement. But on medium, it actually doesn't seem that bad to me. Like, all the saves are
It's
actually
just like
relatively
the first corridor and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all the saves are actually relatively short. Alright, so Night Cave in the hub room was actually one of the most complicated areas to try to figure out. A lot of people struggle to actually figure out where it is. So for this one, you actually can't take the next save that I used for reaching under area, which is why we do it after under. And you have to use these blocks to rise up onto the screen above this. So yeah, you gotta hit this block, which will carry on to the next screen. There's a block back to the left. And then you just ascend to the stars. 1, 2, go! Raise your Bible thumbs for Cosmo's boss. It's a very sad time for all, I'm sure. Nobody likes being shot with bullets. Nobody likes having to kill an anime girl. No, don't go to medium.
I'm sorry, my brothers. Alright, I'm hoping you spend like 3 minutes on night.
The Night Cave boss, yeah. So, I feel like this is probably a good time to point out one of the other more well-known aspects of this game as we're getting into Night Cave. That being, the non-existence of music quality. The lack of existence of that altogether. So, if anyone enjoyed Chrono Trigger on that console from a long time ago, I hope this rendition brings you joy. The sound effect when you get the item after the boss is also by far the greatest to me, and I still find it funny to this day. But yeah, for some reason the guy really wanted a save on the download rate, so a lot of the songs, most notably this area and the area we do after this, are what we call not great. Call that very much subpar. You in Night Cave?
No, I just made it past the first save in the hub as all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the impossible save. That's fine. That's fine. Also, this area has one of the hardest bosses in this game as well, as it's just pretty much entirely RNG. And if he wants to, he'll just literally walk you off the edge of the screen and you die.
He is impressively hard.
Yeah.
Still somehow not unfair, just impressively hard.
Very rarely unfair, but he can be.
Yeah.
Like, if he really wants to be. So he'll push you all the way to the ball and then he'll jump. You know? This save is going to be just as good as I expected. And by that I mean it's going to be a mess. So as far as I can tell, the way Night Cave works on hard is like every individual room has one save, pretty much. So, oh, I actually hit the trigger. Oh my god, I hit the trigger. Is that a good strat for that?
The trigger.
I'm just gonna play this safe here. Okay, didn't bonk. Good. So yeah, I was on the second last room of Night Cave. You know, with that the falling spike wall thing. All part of one save. All part of one save for that screen.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good time. I'm actually surprised how little I'm dying here. Really am. Don't you do it? Don't you do it? Don't do it. Yes. Okay. I really hate those trees.
Night Cave is generally the shortest and probably one of the easiest areas in the game.
Yeah, it's definitely the shortest. Ooh, actually got that. I'm actually trying to think, like, other than the tutorial area, which is obviously the shortest one, that's good. By far the
Probably
easiest.
classic area.
I don't even think classic area is shorter. I think Night Cave might actually be shorter. Because classic has quite a lot of screens, they're just very easy.
That's true.
And especially if you have to do 2 loops of it, that area takes a long time.
Oh yeah, with the secret.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Oh yeah, you got to enjoy the beautiful soul loop of this area as well.
Oh yeah, that's something.
Yeah, I actually completely forgot what it was like. Ah, damn it. That trigger is so hard to hit, dude. Like, the falling spike balls are so hard to avoid. They really are.
Boing.
So yeah, that's where you're going to get a lot of time on me here. And then I have to try to not die to the long save as well, so...
I honestly fully expect to forget the very last spike wall.
Yeah, everyone forgets that one. Nobody finds it when they're first playing, they all die to it.
It's okay. It's not my first playthrough, and I still forget it like half the time.
Yeah. Alright, come on. Come on, Spikewall, be nice. Let me past you. Just gotta wait for this water every time, so... Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna try something quickly and see if it works out a little. Ah, you got doing that
Can
perfectly,
I do
I
the
think.
double gates?
Yeah, you got doing that perfectly, fine.
Ooh.
First try?
First try the double gates, yeah.
Nice!
Watch out for the fire that can actually hit you from under the blocks.
Yeah, I'm always wary of that as well. Because the fire only gets destroyed when it touches the water, but it touches the water at the same point it would touch you, so...
And none of that mattered because I actually died to the last jump the first time I played.
Aww.
It's like second.
Mashing skills are weak at the moment. Can't do the two-handed mashing very well. So you'll probably see the frame rate drop on my end as well, because for some reason when all this water hits the lava, my frame rate drops to a solid 46. I don't know why it's a 46, but it is.
Having a lot of water on the screen just makes the game lag because good.
Yeah, optimization isn't really one of this game's strong points either. Like this game is pretty notorious for I Want to Be the Guy Fangames as being one of the main ones to cause your PC to break and burn. So, a lot of people really struggle to run this game. There's like a light version made that's meant to run better, and even that struggles a lot for a lot of people. Just because, again, optimization and amateur coding.
Not the greatest.
I'm very glad the last save exists, though.
Don't forget. There we go. Alright, let's mash.
I think I know where you are at the moment. Alright, RNG, let's go! Let's go! So, this guy is from Melty Blood. He has 5 animations / attacks. Standing still and walking. If you shoot him on either of these, you immediately die. He doesn't care, he counters you, and you are through. The 3 times you can shoot are when he jumps, like you just saw, when he throws a knife, which is a little risky because it's a very short Ooh, that should have killed me. Very short animation, and that's slow-mo attack. I'm not going to shoot for that. The problem, there's a few issues with this boss that I'll point out anyway. The slow-mo attack, if he does it near the wall, it ends faster. Hoping, don't kill, okay, we got lucky. It ends faster if he's nearer to the wall, so jump faster. When he's doing slow-mo, if you try double jumping too quickly, your kid, your character will jump cancel and do a very, very low jump and you won't get over the boss. Die.
My favorite.
Oh, moment of silence are the best sound effects in the game, by the way.
Oh, you beat it and I'm going in.
That's a good sound effect. Hope everyone enjoyed Final Fantasy VII there. Yeah, I somehow first tried that guy. I got very lucky on one of the moves. He did a slow-mo, like, right next to the wall, and somehow I didn't die, and I have no idea how.
Powerful.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky there.
Alright, please don't do slow-mo 10 times in a row. I'd be very sad if you did that.
That's OG Final Fantasy. I don't know Final Fantasy. I just know it's a great sound effect in this game. I don't play RPGs.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why I thought that was Final Fantasy VII, but I was convinced it was for some reason. Yeah, I've upset the Final Fantasy fanatic in chat. The guy who actually knows how the games work. On the plus side, it means that...
I win.
Oh, you won. Nice. First try as well?
Somehow.
Cool.
With not too many problems.
Good job with that. Yeah, that boss can be a real problem if he wants to be.
I've definitely lost many a minutes on that boss.
Yeah.
3 areas left.
2 areas. Oh, yeah, final area. Yeah, of course. So yeah, we're currently on to our way to the last screen of the hub right now. The last 2 screens specifically, because while the first 8-ish areas are in the first 2 screens, the last 2 also have the last 2 screens. So, for some reason. And they both involve you going to the second screen and coming back. Trigger.
And they both have the worst save in the game, in my opinion.
Oh, which one's that?
The one where you do 8 gates.
Ah, yes. Is it 8 gates? I thought it was 6 gates.
Might be 7.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It's 8. I thought it was 3 and 3, but it's 4 and 4. Huh. Yeah, gates are free to me in this engine. I swear they're like 3 frame perfect, so they're like 50% more easy than in most games.
And I just can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's fine for me. And the problem for literally everybody else that plays. Come on, get through the thing. There you go.
Specimen W.
Ah, damn it,
That was an
Cosmo.
impressive death.
Okay, didn't die to the 3-block gate this time. I could not handle the 3-block high gate when I was practicing this earlier for some reason. It was basically impossible for me. There we go. Now for these.
Could I just please make it past the first save?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, sorry. I've moved on to the best song in the game. So if anybody doesn't enjoy a classic 4 minutes and 33 seconds, here you go. I'm afraid this screen is going to be a bad time for you. That's some good silence.
Truly the highest quality of silence.
Oh great, this screen only has 1 save as well, just what I wanted. This save is genuinely one of the hardest in the hub, in this area even. Like, it's actually one of the hardest hardest screens in this area.
Yeah, it's... Well, maybe not the second part, but the first part of it.
Yeah, definitely the first part. Song name is 4 minutes 33 seconds. I really dying to this. I'm dying to the easy half. Now feel free to continue. I need some music to get in here, so...
Well, we gotta enjoy both songs, you know?
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Dude, I can't do the first screen. Why is this thing so hard? Like, no matter how many times I do it, I still struggle with it. There we go. Alright, so let's not die to this again. Died to the second half of this screen like 3 times. I have no idea how I managed that. No, don't double jump off and die a 4th time! Dude, I'm dying to the easy half. Help! Finding new and creative ways to kill myself.
Maybe you push yourself into a block.
Ah, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Just get myself stuck in the block forever and then I can never touch the spike again.
Perfect.
Yeah, I like that idea.
That's basically winning.
Do I? Can I just use the excuse of trying to give you a chance to catch up? Is that good?
That's what you've been using this whole time, honestly.
Okay, cool.
I don't think people will stop believing you if you keep using it.
You sure? I figured if you use excuse too much, then you stop, like, it doesn't work anymore.
There's only one way to find out.
Like, you literally can't say the words. Okay, round 5.
Alright, I've caught up to now.
Crud. Oh, I got the fast route on the platforms though, that's nice. So yeah, now for the other infamous area for the music. So yeah, there's at least one guy in chat called Ars that's a huge fan of VVV and made an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game based on I Wanna Be the VVV? Yes, based on I Wanna Be the VVV. That very famous fan game we all know and love. It's a good one, I know. So yeah, he was a big fan of the music in this area where I hope you didn't like bits, because oh boy, do we not have any of them. Also, fun fact, for some reason this is the only area with multiple songs. Still not sure why that is, but this one has more than one song for the area.
Maybe the maker loved VVV so much that he not only wanted to kill the audio, but add more audio as well to kill.
Yeah, maybe that's why he killed the audio, just so he could add more songs in, because if it was too high a bitrate, obviously the game would be far too high. Because as we all know, 30 megabytes is pushing it already.
Yeah, no other Fangame has ever had this much audio or megabytes before. Definitely.
Yeah, agreed. Damn it. I swear this game is actually like 30 megabytes.
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure you'd be right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least the EXE is. The music's probably 30 megabytes in itself as well, with how much it's been compressed. Alright, let's not mess up the second screen again, thank you. So yeah, this area is similar to Under in the sense that it's split into sections, and the last section is also really short because it includes the secret screen. I think they're all like 4 screens long or something, but then the last screen in the area in each section is like the hardest one in that part. So that's the last red one, so that's hard. The last blue one's like 2 screens long, but there's strats, so we won't be seeing that, and then other things as well.
I think 4 is right. Maybe it's more than 4 for the third section though. I don't remember.
What, for the green?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't have that. Okay, I'm just gonna do the save strat then. I don't have a save for the fast strat, so I'm not gonna do that.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Hold left, cause strats are wonderful. Dude, I do love some of the skips that you can find on this. It's almost as buggy as the original VVV. But like in VVV you can spam jump to get through, and here you can just walk past. Oh, I don't have a save. Oh no, I don't have a save for the double screen in the blue area. Ah,
oh, no.
whatever shall I do? Okay, cool, we're good. So yeah, thankfully for that really long screen, you can just get the yellow line earlier than you're really supposed to. You're supposed to go around the whole thing to try to get that. And you can just go from the start and skip it all. So who cares? That's fine, no problem at all. I also always forget. Yeah, I know, right? I also always forget that there's a screen after the 2 screen in the blue area.
Oh yeah, that's 5.
Yeah.
Wait, why am I not doing the skip on this screen? Hold on, let me just fix that.
I'll die to the start of the green one immediately. It's 2014, Alex. March of 2014, I believe, is when this came out. Cosmo misspoke when he said 2012.
I didn't misspeak, I misbrained.
Yeah, you didn't misspeak. You said exactly what you wanted to say. You were just wrong.
Exactly.
So much to pay attention to, man. I can't believe we're on the second last area already. Third last area even already. Doesn't feel like it's been that long.
This in-game time seems pretty alright.
Yeah, I feel like we've gone through this pretty quick.
We're gaming.
Yeah, we're gaming pretty well.
Never mind, I'm not gaming anymore.
Oh, never mind then. If I PB on this, by the way, I'm submitting that for PB.
I don't think you're gonna PB on this.
Oh, I'm at 143. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna PB either. Darn.
We're on a pretty good time, but we're not on that good of a time.
Yeah, fair enough. If you PB, you can also submit it as PB.
Good.
There we go. Okay.
If I can PB, I can use that PB to say it's my PB.
Exactly. I'm such a nice guy. This is what I'm like as a moderator on speedrun.com. I'm such a good person. Feel free to praise me all the time, Pat, for being such a good guy. Trying to help you out whenever I can.
You heard him, chat, I guess?
Alright, wait one more bounce, because those spikes are still there even though they're invisible. I jump before I hit the ground. Good! It's the best time when you manage to hit shift before you hit the ground. Like, even when you don't gravity flip.
Really good at that.
Yeah. It's unfortunately easy to do. Wait for it. Yeah, again, I hope people are enjoying the incredible sound quality of the VVV soundtrack here.
This post was made by the classic game.
Alright, is this the hard green screen? Oh, I don't get a save here. I forgot to flip early. This is gonna be tough.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is your point to catch up with me. This is going exactly how I was expecting it. Definitely harder than Run Room, in my opinion.
Alright, here I go. I didn't die on the second screen. I've done it.
Good job, well done. I can't believe I forgot the first thing in that. No. Dude, I really have to pay attention to try to make sure I don't mess this up. Because there's so much that can go wrong in saves as long as this.
Yep. And this save length is still absolutely nothing compared to Run Room.
I disagree with that. This is definitely...
I disagree with your disagreement.
Yeah, I know you do. That's the point in a disagreement. That's how it works.
No way.
Yeah, I know, right? It's because they're all single save screens, that's the problem. Run Room at least has a save per screen.
True.
Like, they're probably around the same length, but I feel like the VVV stage is still harder than Run Room. Which is why it's gonna be quite a bit more of a problem for me. Dude, I'm flipping too early! No! I'm not even gonna try the second screen yet.
Oh, I'm winning.
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
winning.
that happens. Good job. It's almost like that was the purpose of medium versus hard. Try to give you a chance at this. I know, right? Who could have seen that coming? What were the odds?
Thankfully, you have dash jump, which you're way better than me at.
Oh, okay, I'll take your word for that. I mean, it's basically, well, when you're playing on Impossible as well, it's just one long memory test. So, I still wasn't good at the last game. Okay, we got it. No, I died immediately after. Like the first jump of the third green screen, I think it is. You know the one where you got to flip and run over the mini spikes to try to get rid of the blocks in the ceiling?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's kind of hard on hard mode.
Whoa, no way.
I know, right? It turns out things are a little more difficult when you're having to worry about not dying instead of it being right at the start of the save. Dude, I always have something that goes badly in a run. I think my PB was VVV as well, actually, but I think and that was the boss, not the platforming. Okay.
I think this strat I found for the black screen is actually very legit.
What?
The first black screen?
Yeah.
I found a strat, like, to use
Really?
a hard jump.
Huh.
Well, I don't know, I just kind of tried something out, and it's pretty consistent, I'm not gonna lie.
Huh, alright. I feel like the black screen might have been less precise than I first thought, because I feel like I'm going too early sometimes, I'm still making it, but I'm still not quite sure, so I would love to know that strat afterwards. Alright, now
Well,
for the green screen.
I mean, you're behind me, so I might as well just tell you.
Nah, that's fine. I'll find out later. You can't give your opponents an advantage right now. That's not cool. So yeah, this is definitely the hardest. Like, this screen is probably one of the hardest, in my opinion, in this stage. Because of all these mini spikes. Like, these mini spike jumps are actually quite difficult, and then there's a long drop as well.
So for this boss, because I'm here now,
Yep, sure.
you can actually shoot him multiple. Whoops! Let me just die real quick. But he doesn't actually have any like invincibility frames. Well, he does have a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can actually drop down multiple times when he's attacking and shoot him faster than you think. And so for the second half of this fight, when he switches his attacks up, most of the time we're probably going to try to double dip and get 2 hits for one attack. Which of course spawns 2 attacks instead of 1, but we're gamers.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like it can be hard or anything. Especially in the second half.
No way.
Dude, I'm falling behind on this hard screen for sure. It's like the last green screen before the black stuff. I died on literally the last part of the top.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's upsetting. There we
Only
go.
there's 2 saves on that screen. Do you not have any
You
saves?
don't have the second. You have the first, you don't have the second.
Oh, that's not terrible then.
No, it's not the worst in the world, thankfully.
That bullet stopped. I must have done like the last frame of that. Alright, time for you to catch up again.
Black. Black's hard. Yeah, we'll see. Thankfully the second black screen isn't too hard, so it's mostly there for the secrets as opposed to... Oops, too early. For everything else, and there's only one hard jump on the first black screen, that being the thing in the top middle. The rest is fine. But I am trying to pay attention so I can get back to things. Okay, good. Don't mess up the ending. I've done that too many times. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not going to have a save here, so I've got to pay attention. I think this is the first time I've taken the last black screen slow. Like the first time I've ever done that. Alright, cool, we're on the boss.
It is a very easy screen.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, and this boss has all of the effects as well, so this is where your bitrate goes to die.
Bitrate? More like no rate. Ha 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 ha.
I regret that joke for you.
So do I.
But yeah, it's literally every single effect that's been going on so far in the area, so the background's going in all 4 directions.
I am not having a good time.
I missed, good. And then at halfway, the screen starts shaking as well. Because what this boss needed was more effects going on at once. Yeah, I messed up some timing on the drop on the first half as well. Fair enough.
Oops.
Yep, that's fine. I really am not good at this boss with the fast strats for some reason. It's really hard for me.
I used to say I was good, but after dying 3 times right now, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's mostly the second half that generally messes me up. Because it's just sometimes there's so many bullets and I don't feel like I can get the double jump line. So I'm stuck with a grab flip.
Yeah, the biggest problem is mostly, I forgot to double shoot there. That one attack has faster bullets than the other one.
Yeah.
Which makes reading them just a little bit weird.
I missed. Well, fine. Guess I'm waiting on this shot then.
Double fast bullets, my favorite.
Dude, fast bullets with the pattern is so difficult to deal with.
Yep.
It
As you
really
just
is.
saw, I oopsed.
And I took too long to fall when trying to get the second hit there, so... On the plus side, dead even game again. Yay!
Yay! Hello guys, and welcome to actually the final boss of this game.
I mean, it could be the final boss of the game of the run if you wanted it to be.
You could.
Other than tutorial, you could do this in any order you liked. So if there's any single area you liked the look of in this game, but you didn't like the look of the other ones, you can just do that one area and not the others. And I'm fairly certain the maker says in the readme that you can pretty much consider the game a clear whenever you beat it at any area. You're good from there. So you're pretty much just meant to go with whatever you like the look of and don't... Really? I'm too late again. Whatever you like the look of and don't worry about the rest. I need to stop jumping for that attack, jeez. I'm dying to the pattern. Like, I'm dying to the pattern, like, spawning the bullets just slightly too early for me.
Well, the pattern is probably the hardest part for me.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, honestly.
Alright, please be kind. Alright, I guess not.
So we're still both dying on the boss then?
Well, I'm beating him right now, but he's telling me
okay.
the pattern is the last attack.
I see. Okay. Well, that's good, as long as somebody gets past it.
Yay! I'm home free as long as I don't mess up the very end.
Yeah, unfortunately for this stage, there is actually a choke jump after you beat the boss. Thankfully, it's mostly not an issue, but it is still something you can die to.
I've only died to it once, and it's because I somehow thought I was gravity flipping.
Oh, that's the worst.
I did the first 2 jumps, and then when I got to the 3rd jump, my brain just immediately went, nope, you're flipping.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe here. I'm not gonna go for the extra shot and the pattern attack. I'll just wait. I'll go
It's
slow
okay,
for
I'm
that.
doing the impossible saves, so...
Oh, you're doing the last save? Like the hub room with no
No,
save?
that's easier than this.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the first save in the hub, of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, the RNG on this can still be tough. Even when you're not going fast, the RNG on that can still be kind of hard sometimes. Oh, dude, stop
There's a
giving
lot
me
of
the
random
pattern.
bullets.
Stop giving me the
How
pattern.
many areas left now? We have 1 hub area, and then we go to the final area.
I took the risk on the last shot and went through the pattern because it was the last hit. Alright. Yeah.
Insane.
Don't choke on this thing. Two, 3. Okay. Alright, we're good. Whew. Onwards to dash jump. I think this 230 estimate's pretty good at the moment.
We're probably like on a good... Well, assuming Miku goes well.
Yeah, 215 pace, I'd say. It seems I feel like I'm about on par for last time. Oh, dude, stop dying to the trigger spike at the start. First save is genuinely the hardest in this hub, and I still don't get why.
I don't know if I would say the first save or the last save is the hardest for me, but...
Which one's the last save? Oh, really?
The one with 8 gates.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Especially in dash jump, because it's even longer.
Yeah, both versions of that save are just... Well, they have 8 gates, so...
Yeah. I actually don't know whether the VVV route or the dash jump route is harder there, honestly. They both have their own issues.
Oops. Probably dash jump.
Yeah, probably. There's more jumps there involved, more things to mess up.
Alright, can I stop dying to easy jumps, please?
But yeah, so the place me and Cosmo are going to now is actually the last area in the hub room. It is the one that takes the most time in terms of platforming and just literal time to get to, which is why you do it last. And then there is one area left after that, which is the only credit sequence you get in this run, which is why we decided to do it last. Because it seems fitting to end the run on a credit sequence. The
Well,
time
you
it doesn't.
decided to do it.
Yeah, I decided to do it like 2 years before Cosmo decided to do it, and he decided to follow suit.
Exactly.
Ah. I mean, it made sense to me. But yeah, the timer doesn't actually stop until after the credits, because when I was first playing this, I thought somebody might want to do the boss that we do last earlier than last, because it's kind of RNG heavy. It's got a couple of attacks that can be a bit of a problem, which we won't talk about until we get closer to it, because it's way too early to talk about that. So yeah, the end of the split is right after the credits is done, because of that. And technically you don't unlock boss rush until after you've saved anyway, so it makes sense.
Alright.
Alright, impossible
And
beats
dash
time.
jump.
Ah.
Dash jump is a pretty straightforward area. You dash and you jump. So you don't actually get to control whether or not you go... You don't get to control your movement. You auto jump, well not auto jump, auto move.
It's an auto
The only thing
scroller.
you get to... It is basically an auto scroller. The only thing you get to control is your jumps.
I'm dying to the 8-gate save. I hope you're happy.
I am actually quite happy. Because I didn't die on them.
Ah, I died twice. I messed up after the gate on one of them too. Just like dying to the spikes there.
Yeah.
Alright, on my way. So you can't take this save, or if you die, it's going to be a bad time for you. Because destroying the block doesn't get saved. and it would just make you go basically deprogress, which is always a bad time. Ooh, that was close.
And no one likes losing progress.
Nope.
I hope.
Alright, let's see what this is like on hard.
It's 50% saves.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh yeah, and there's also various speeds at which you can go. There's a slow speed, which you can see right now. There's a fast speed, which you can probably see over on Now's screen. And for exactly one screen, you get a medium speed.
Is it really only one screen? I thought it was two.
It's just one screen.
Nice. Oh yeah, the most important part of this stage is that the kid can moonwalk.
Yes.
That's the only part you really need to
Went the
know.
wrong way.
Like, as long as you know that the kid can moonwalk for the whole stage, that's really the only thing that matters. There's a surprising number of tutorial screens in this though, so the first 8 to 10 screens feel like just teaching you how the gimmick works. Because there's just like...
There's basically no extra stuff added onto the first 10 screens. And then after that, they start adding on a couple extra things to screw you up. Like this, a trap.
Whoa! Traps in a fan game? What?
No one's ever done that before.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that's a new and creative invention. Surprised that nobody's
From
tried that out before.
2014.
Yeah. You would have
Here's
thought
the one medium.
So I'm not gonna go for the fast traps and keep my auto run speed between the saves here. Feel like that's smart?
Well, that would be maybe a good thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, go under. So yeah, for the most part, this area is just one long memory test for trying to remember where all of the, well, all the traps in a sense are, because some of them aren't exactly traps like you saw on Cosmo's stream. Some of them are just like you go under blocks instead of jumping. Because pretty much every single time here, you want to jump when you get off a block, except for like 2 or 3 times where you decide to go under a block, and if you jump, you're dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when you run into a wall, you die.
Yeah. So running into a wall is just automatically over. Like, you haven't seen that yet because the first half of this stage is easy. And if we do realize we've messed up, we'll generally just reset immediately before we even touch the wall.
Well, I talked about it because I messed up, but you know.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Alright, now we're on to Gimmick Dash Jump. Boundless.
Oh, look how fast that went again. I always get caught off guard by the speed of the screen after the medium speed one.
I forgot to shoot a save, so hi, welcome to playing on hard.
I think I actually get 3 screens of save at the moment. I think I'm skipping one. Oops. Because the beginning is so easy, he just didn't give you a save for every 3 screens and every 2 instead of every 2.
Wow. Alright,
Yeah.
I didn't mess up, so it's fine.
Alright. 1, 2,
Last
3.
screen introduced speed pads, which change your speed. This screen introduces buttons, which have never been used anywhere else.
Except for the portal boss.
Yes.
That's the only other place they're used, here and there.
I'm desperately going through everything in my head, but I'm just gonna trust you on that.
Yeah, I can't think of any other. Oh, sorry, ROM room, duh.
Oh, yeah.
ROM room obviously has the buttons. You shoot one on the first screen.
You should one on every screen.
Yeah, well, at least one on every screen. I'm not keeping count here. Alright, so far so good. Yeah, I think this is 3 screens without a save for me.
That's okay, this is probably one of the easiest areas.
Damn it, I knew I was going to mess up on that. The speed up that you have to jump over always catches me off.
Yeah, that's probably like one of the harder jumps in the whole area.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, maybe it is only 2 screens. Maybe I just can't count because they're so long, so I'm not paying attention. Yeah, this is 2 screens, okay. I thought it was
Has
3
anyone ever
screens.
counted before?
I don't think so, no. Can't think of what you count for anyway. Like, what would be the point? Count how many jumps you're doing? It's 2. Easy every time.
Easy every time.
Hey, you
Wait,
can
what happens
shoot.
when you get triple jump?
You die?
No one's ever counted higher than 2, so who knows?
Yeah. I mean, if Valve can't do it, I'm pretty sure nobody else can either.
Good one.
I mean, Valve's a big company. You think they'd be able to manage such a thing? So, yeah. I'm feeling pretty alright about my inability to count to 3. This is the second last screen? I don't think this is the second last screen, but I can't remember.
The second last screen is the
Mario Maker screen. Yeah, the auto runner. Yeah, I made splits for this when I was trying to practice it for Impossible Mode, and I called that screen Mario Maker, because you just let your hands go off the keyboard and let the game play itself.
Finally.
The true
Playing a
experience.
video game.
Yep, what people have always wanted in Fangames, not playing it. Dude, I keep noticing just how much I'm talking over you. It's just like, yeah, we saw this coming. We saw this
I
happening.
definitely didn't say before the run started that Nal would be talking over me a lot.
I swear it's not intentional.
I'm on the boss now, though.
Okay.
Which you probably can't hear the music, because I think it's on
I have no idea who the audio's on.
outside.
It's fine, I'm on the last screen before it as well, so...
Alright. Just know, this is good.
Yeah, it's a good song. Oh, first try on this? Or do we first try the last screen? That would be beautiful if we did. Oh, yes, we did. Ah, the last screen is actually quite difficult, so I just worry about that one. Alright. Now for one of the favourite songs that people in the audience tend to like. The song's called Winning Comeback, but a lot of people hear it as Welcome Back. If I could turn this up while I was in the boss, I would do so. But the game's not letting me.
Oh well.
So you're just gonna have to trust it. Yeah, for the most part, I'll try to not talk just so you can hear it.
Hang on, I'm out. I will also not talk so you can hear it.
No, I double jumped before I hit the ground. That was the end. Oh my god. So just before that last section where you have a bunch of like spamming the buttons and the blocks, I jumped before I hit the ground at the end of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very upsetting way to go.
Well, I mean, I could die on Miku a couple times.
Yeah, well, we could both die on Miku a couple of times, depending on the RNG.
No way.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about the Miku when you get to it, but otherwise feel free to talk about your stage, because they've seen this all from your stream at the moment.
That's true. This is, well, I think we both call it the Redux stage.
Yeah.
It's basically a bunch of screens from other fan games. First one was the infamous JB screen. GB screen? GB.
GB screen.
Letters.
Yeah, it's not JB, it's GB.
And then there's one screen, the very first screen from Wanna Be the Guy. And then I think it's just a bunch of Love Trap screens.
I think it alternates between Love Trap and GB.
I have kind of erased GB from my mind, so I could not confirm.
Yeah, like the last two screens are Love Trap, then there's a screen before from GB, and a screen from Love Trap, then... Love Trap, I Wanna Be the Guy, GB. So basically I just said that stage in reverse order.
There you have it.
Yeah, I hope that clears everything up. I'm sure there's nothing that's been misunderstood there. But yeah, basically it screens from like three gold games and the original that are very well known. I can't believe I died to the easy pass on Dash Jump, dude. So the end is fine and I messed it up.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, messing up the passing boss. Normally this is first try, so this is a shame.
Alright, here's the last screen of platforming.
Thankfully after I get past this, it's straight into the last stage. I don't have to worry about the hub again.
Yeah, there's no hub section at the very end. You just jump through the blue portal. Alright, here's Miku. The one thing you really need to know about this boss is that the leak hitboxes are completely wrong.
Yeah.
And they're basically just big rectangles. And it's terrible.
Yeah, the leak hitboxes, I don't even think they're rectangles, but I have no idea what they actually are. They make no sense to me. Because I swear sometimes when I think they're a rectangle they should hit me, they don't.
They're not right.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's very notable that they are killing you when they shouldn't in certain cases.
There's also some very good attacks here.
No!
Most notably, one where you really can't see what's going on until it's too late.
Yeah.
I do not like how close these cherries are to me. Yep. The closest one to me immediately shot out.
Nice. That was to me up there. I died to a block and shooting the block and touching at the same time, so I was upset about that one a moment ago because it's the last block again.
Oh, yeah, the last block can do that a
Yeah.
lot. Hate it. Okay, I'll just die Miku a bunch.
Yeah, it's like my focus on this boss is just gone and it's the worst because I know how it all works.
It's okay, it's just more of a good song.
I mean, you're not wrong, that is true. It is a good song, but more importantly it means you're getting further and further in the lead and I want to catch up.
Touch the Miku.
Yep,
Air
very
shot.
important. Touching
One
the
of
Miku is
very
very
rare
important.
bosses where you can actually touch the Miku.
Yeah, 90% of fan games you can't touch the Miku. In this game you can, which therefore makes it the objectively best game ever.
What about those other Fangames where you can touch the Miku?
There are other games you can touch the Miku.
I don't know.
I can't
Cosmo
think
made
of
a
it.
winning comeback.
That's way too good.
I've done it. Alright, please don't screw me up again. Okay, that's better.
There we go, that's
So-
the ending.
This attack right here. Yeah. The screen goes white, everything shoots out, and destroys everything.
I was actually worried I was going to mess up the end there.
It's always a bit scary.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with Cosmo. The attack that he's talking about is by far one of the most annoying to deal with. Because there's just so much RNG going on at the time, and you just can't see any of it because of the giant white screen flash. Oops. This feels slow now after dash jump.
And if you get really terrible RNG, it can actually just destroy everything. And you
Yeah.
have nowhere to stand on all your death.
I mean, if you jump for long enough, you can get them to respawn before you die. But
Yeah, but assuming you don't get that space.
yeah. I think that got fixed, Wannabes. So you can't touch him there. Alright, let's go, Gyrock. So yeah, here's a love trap screen. I want to be a love trap into I want to be the love trap.
Was that
into-
fixed? Because I think Casual did that, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought we did it before it got fixed.
I mean, he did it pretty recently. I don't think there was a Camellia fix since then.
Oh, maybe it wasn't then. Okay, maybe it didn't get fixed, just somebody wasn't using it then. My bad.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, see, so there it destroyed everything under me, but I actually managed to full jump, so I was barely fine.
Nice.
So all of these leaks are just incredibly scary because you don't really know where they're gonna hit you. Oh, and fun fact, if for some reason the cherries don't destroy a block, that block, even though it will disappear visually, it'll still be there.
Yeah. Which is one of the worst things when it's a block nearby you. Because it means that you can just bonk on that by accident and completely forget about it when there's leaks spawning all over the screen. And there's a lot of leaks that spawn on the screen at the end, that's for sure.
Yep. Thankfully, they're being pretty kind to me. Alright. Let's go. Final.
Ah, the underdog's gonna pull a win. Damn.
You would sadly maybe be wrong.
Oh. I
I
mean...
could have lived that, but I messed up.
Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. I was so hopeful you were gonna pull the comeback there. So I've been dissing on Cosmo the whole time before this run. It has been a very close run though, to be fair, so this has been pretty
I
good.
think the closest, the furthest I've been behind you has been like 2 minutes.
Nice. What did I mess up on to lose all of that? BBV or something?
Mostly BBB, yeah.
Oh god, that's bad leaks. That's bad fruit.
Also,
I had
they
nothing
also
to land
won't
on.
come back.
I had nothing to land on either. I couldn't jump high enough.
Damn. the one case that I talked about. Whoa.
Yeah, it's actually been so long since I've seen that. It really has.
Yeah, Miku decides if runs happen, really.
Yeah, that's for sure. Which is why I said if somebody else wanted to run this game, I included the credits after Miku so that they could do Miku earlier. Because yes, if she wants to kill you, she is going to kill you and there is nothing you can do to stop it.
That was a good wall.
Oh god, that's a lot of leaks. Alright, touch the Miku as his honorary. As is the custom here. And now we hope for a good... I always call it the Scream attack. I don't think I've ever seen a good version of the Scream attack in any of these versions of Miku. I don't like this. I don't like this grapefruit. Here's to hoping. Okay, we got lucky. No, not so lucky. Good leaks. Bad fruit. Dude, this is the worst.
They're so close to me. I'm definitely dead. Yeah, I could have lived, actually. But I died.
This is the worst RNG I've seen on this fight in a long time.
This is just par for the course for me.
Like, I've not seen the fruit leaks part be so bad in ages. Normally the leaks are actually surprisingly nice, so I have space, but they just aren't right now. They're giving me no room.
Where is Miku shooting the yellow cherries from? What do you think? Her hand.
Obviously. And her mouth in some cases.
Well, the yellow ones.
Oh, which one's the yellow ones? Okay,
The very first ones.
I'm gonna not touch the Miku, because maybe that's the problem here.
I haven't been touching the Miku ever since that one time.
Yeah. Seems okay, although all of the blocks are gonna be here. This is not okay. Can you two kindly go away? Okay, alright. Now we hope on the screen. Decent leak RNG? It's alright. I could have had that one. I just jumped into that. I didn't see where they were going in time to the flash. It really is just all down to Miku, isn't it? I'm surprised by that. I really didn't expect this race to be quite so close.
Well, there is a reason the handicap was there. Please be kind.
I didn't mean that I'd objectively be in the lead. I mean, I thought one of us or the other was going to be far in the lead. I didn't know if it'd be me or you. So
You've been in the lead for most of this race.
I'd say it's been pretty close for the most part, honestly. There's definitely been quite a few times you've been ahead.
Alright, here we go again.
Did you get past the scream again?
Yeah, well, I'm
Nice.
at the big combo at the end.
Ah, yeah, okay. The long attack for some reason. Lasts like 30 seconds. Okay, good fruit. Alright. I got killed by the leak hitboxes because I couldn't go under. Good.
Yep. The
Wait,
leak hitbox.
really is the worst Miku RNG I've seen in a very long time.
Alright, final again, please. What is going on with this fruit? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Ooh, okay, that was actually hard.
Life or death?
Life.
Life! You win?
I win.
Hey!
Timing is
Actually,
not
Patrick,
until we hit the save at the end. So now you get to enjoy this 3.5 minutes of credits?
Something like that.
It's long. The true classic fan is whoa.
Yeah, let's not go too far here, buddy.
That's not a title, blah, 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 blah. That's not a title I'm willing to steal.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the scream again. There we go, finally had a decent scream attack.
Alright.
Like 5 attempts to
Time to
get
win.
past scream, jeez. I mean, normally I don't die after the scream unless the leaks at the end are really bad. So I should be good from here on in, but who knows?
I actually really get screwed by the blue attack sometimes.
Blue attack? Oh, yeah, with all the fruit as well. Yeah, no, I can get that. Sometimes a leak hides behind the fruit and you don't see it until just a moment before it's about to touch you. I've definitely been caught by that before.
No, the one right after the scream.
Oh. Which one was
It was just a bunch of leaks.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fair, that's fair. Yeah, normally I
get
avoid
leak
that.
hitboxed a lot there.
Yeah, I can definitely get that. I seem to be alright with it, thankfully. I played it pretty safe. That was close. Oh, alright. End RNG, let's go. Don't be a dick. We good? Okay. GG, dude. Good job.
It's only like a minute and a half difference.
Yeah, that's honestly pretty good for a 2.5 hour run.
I'm not entirely sure what the real timer is at right now, but
Nah, same.
probably like a 2:25 actually.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
like
not.
2:19
2:20.
in game. It's pretty close.
We've done it.
What was your PB?
Yeah,
221?
2:18.
Yeah,
So,
okay, not
not a-
PB. Dang. Got 220. Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right. The time is actually surprisingly accurate in game. Pretty good.
Ready, Natian? Yep, that's the one who made it.
Yep, guy who made Punya Pun Pun, Orion, Marchin, Thug Life, and other things.
Compass.
Yeah, I don't remember the
Romanek.
everyone's names.
Melanzana.
Melanzana.
This is what he was up to before he made like one of the hardest of winuses.
We still have 10 minutes, right?
I mean,
Said we're at
2:20,
220. So we could probably have one, maybe two tries at a certain thing. I assume you have an all-clear save available?
yes.
Do you feel
So
comfortable
time
with
is
trying that?
time, by the way. I forgot to. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So yeah, wait for me, because I'm only a minute and a half behind, then we can do it at the same time.
Actually, right about now, you're sitting at 2 minutes left on the current time to keep us on schedule.
Oh.
Oops. Right, we started after.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh.
Oops.
Oh, darn. Ah. Okay, so no all
Well, I
clear
gotta-
attempts?
I guess I'll just go do the puzzle.
So yeah, no time for all clear attempts then?
You can have one.
Yay! Okay, do you have your save on you?
Yeah, hold on, let me.
Cool.
It's W to warp out, right?
Yes. Hold on, I need to find my old save so I can get out of that. Yeah, I'll just try to find my save and move that over now, before waiting until I get to the end. I believe it's you. Oh, you're the first all-clear run, so I'll use that. Don't need to use my 100% file for this.
Alright, I'm here.
Okay.
I think it's the blue portal under this sky, right?
Yeah. Okay, hold, paste you in. Put you there. We don't need to wait for all of this. Run's clear, yay, GG.
Now has the higher chance of getting further here.
I've played this boss a bit.
I also played it a bit, but I haven't played it any time within the past 6 months.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I haven't played it in a long time either, but still. Okay, so make sure you're in the right spot. You are. Alright, so, Wolfs, count us down. Okay, cool.
Alright, wait, hold on. Okay, 3, 2, 1, do it.
That's the all clear, boss. Thanks for letting us show it off quickly. One attempt.
That's all he needs.
Yeah, this has been our Classic. Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the rest of the marathon.
What he said.
And thank you guys for running. It was fun. It was a good time. And it was a lot closer than I would have expected, considering.
Yeah, that was really cool. I had fun with that. I'm glad Cosmo won.
I'm glad I was anywhere close to him.
Alright. Well, we're going to transition over and get ready for the next run. Thank you guys.
Thank you.